Jeez.
Stick that in your holster and smoke it.
I'd like to.
Oh, jeez. Hey there.
Hey.
Nice to see you. What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm good.
What's the word today? Do you know what the word is today, Terry? You know what today is?
Today is...
Well, I thought you'd know, Terry. I thought it had an
is.
impact in your life. I thought you recognize what today is. Look at the calendar and try to figure it out.
I know.
I'm asking Terry B. Free, the news director of the T-Man in the
no,
Morning.
hold up. News director is down the hall.
No, he got stripped.
Oh, I'm still the news
Well,
director.
he's the news director of the station. You're the news director of the show.
Oh, I
Right.
thought he was still kind of
right.
the news director of the show.
No. You're the one that cuts all the stories.
Terry Free,
God damn.
the news director of the show, and she has no idea, and she's swearing,
It
too.
is. I said, gosh dang.
Oh, you did? Okay.
No, that's not what I heard.
That's not what I
I
heard.
didn't know that
Oh,
either.
Lord. Is it?
Yeah, I ain't talking to your mother now. Roll back the tape. Your mom didn't have the ability to roll back tape, did she? Terry, I just roll back this tape.
Not unless your mom was Mrs. Sony.
You did not say gosh dang.
Which would be why are you here if that was the case?
Oh, jeez. Stephen's
Yeah.
looking for a reason.
Well, no, if you were Mrs. Sony, I mean, you wouldn't need to work.
understand. Take it easy.
Just a small, stupid joke.
Do you know what today is or not?
No.
Wow,
Well,
payday.
15th,
can I,
right? Payday.
Well, besides payday, but I mean,
She
can I
knows
guess
that.
that it's like a Golden State big game for them?
Well, yeah, but that's not
Okay.
something you can look at the calendar. Not that you can look at the calendar necessarily. Well, you should be able to look at the calendar and be like, okay, yeah, I know what today is. Because I've been hearing about it for some time.
Yeah,
What
we
are you
actually
supposed
talked about it on the air. Didn't
Right, something we've discussed.
Jeez.
Wow, Terry's still not getting it. I'm giving her hints little by little. Something that's supposed to be on your mind today.
On my mind today.
bigger than a bread
After
bug.
show.
No, not the after show. Gosh, the last thing on your mind.
Oh, is it?
Terry, something you were supposed to be thinking about and doing today. Or not doing, as the case may be. Oh, my gosh.
I really am
Something you're
clueless.
not supposed to be doing today.
Something that I'm not supposed.
Didn't she even bring it up on the air?
That's a good clue there. Scott.
She
Having
doesn't
a
listen to her own news.
No, I don't.
Her news is... Goodness. She realizes how deathly boring her news is. She doesn't listen to that crap. Anyway.
If I was on Pyramid giving clues like... I got it!
Yeah,
Something you're not supposed to be doing today with your...
Oh, don't make it too
Spouse?
Not your
My
spouse.
kids? My dog? I don't
Your
know.
dog. Oh, my gosh. You shouldn't be doing that any day with your dog, Terry.
Yeah, Stevens.
Oh, Steven's dog? Yeah, you can do that every day with Steven's dog. He expects it. Anyway,
But not on the 15th.
something you're supposed to be staying away from today.
Wow, unbelievable.
She's got to be playing.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, right. Kidding me?
There's no day that could cause Terry to stay away from that. Terry, something you're supposed to be staying away from today.
Away from the bathroom.
As advised to you by your fellow internet goer.
Oh, yeah, I got it now. Oh, jeez.
Share with us, Terry.
What is it
Gas.
then? Okay,
Stay away
good.
from the gas pump
It's the
today.
Great American Gas Out.
It is.
Yeah.
Make a difference.
All I know is I saw more cars on the road today than ever.
Yeah.
By the
Which,
way, I
if you
gotta-
really want to impact the gas companies, you got to stop driving, not stop filling up your tank. Because if you're driving, I swear, driving in this morning, I noticed there's more cars on the road than ever.
I agree.
And I think if they're using gas, sooner or later they got to fill it up.
Why don't we just everybody ride their bikes?
Just bike to month.
Take a pass on that.
Okay.
What was that, David?
It's bike to work month.
Is it?
Month?
It is.
It's Bike to Work Month. You could see.
Wow.
Didn't you see all the bikes on the road this morning, Terry?
For the National Gas Out Day, right?
Great American Gas Out. Gonna put the gas stations out of business. Bankrupt these big oil companies.
Oh, we had it good at one time.
They're shaking in their boots. Their wives are shaking in their Manolo Blahniks.
Yeah.
Jeez. Haven't seen a customer in 4 years.
It started on the internet. Some crazy kid.
Yeah.
I think it's really going to be a... Terry couldn't even remember
I
after we gave her
really-
97 clues. What does that say about the day? Not much.
The T-Man Show.
And Rosie
Rosie breaks all new Tom Cruise news on The View today about his Mother's Day surprise.
You want to know who sent me flowers?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, so big, took 2 people to carry them in. Thinking of you on Mother's Day. Love your Tommy.
Tom Cruise sends Rosie
Tommy.
flowers, Terry. Is she auditioning for a new daytime TV talk show? Is that what's going on there? What's going on?
I don't know. No,
I hope she's
secret love.
Hope she's got the word on the Great American Gas out there. We could use her help.
Yeah.
We don't need Rosie missing that email, Terry.
Yeah.
On the Great American Gas out.
Right. Let's take a guess.
Is that the official name, or are we just kind of making that
No,
up?
I just made that up.
I like it. I think it's good.
The Great American Gas out?
The Great American Gas
All
out is today,
Gas
Terry.
out.
So what happens if you go fill up your tank today? Do people driving by throw tomatoes at you? Do they curse you out? Do they? I mean, I don't know what happens on. There's been Great American Gas outs. I don't know if it's ever gotten this large with as many emails that were sent this time around for the Great American Gas out, Terry.
Right.
But if you go to the gas station, because I pretty much have a car that's lower than a quarter tank, and I'm just wondering if I go, am I going to have to be prepared to fight? Am I going to have to deal with people driving by and cursing, or
More than likely.
Yeah, you should find out.
Well, yeah, let's go.
that'd be
this
kind of
morning
cool.
and see what
I'm a
happens.
confrontational guy. I'm kind of thinking that it'd be interesting to see what goes on when you're going against the Great American Gas out theme of the day.
Yeah.
I'll go fill up right now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Vinnie the Pooh at 140 pounds is not scared.
So tough at 6:30. Everyone's in bed.
That's right. You're too tired to fight. Shut up.
Too much sleep crud in their eye to even see what you're doing. All right, well, maybe we should send Vinnie the Pooh out to go fill up and just post up at the gas tank and see if anyone gives him a hard time.
Yeah, we should. See if anybody even
Spray
really...
it right down the gutter. Just spray it all. Just keep spraying it down there, right? Yeah, right down the drain.
Yeah, we'll
Just
pay for
wasted it.
Don't worry, we'll pay it.
Until they run out.
What do you think of this?
Right. Yeah.
Well, the reality is, and people don't even realize this, who send out all these emails and talk about the Great American Gas out, is you're not even really hurting the big oil companies, Terry, because the big oil companies don't own most of these retail gas stations. They're owned by either the convenience store that is alongside the gas station, or independent owners that just buy Shell gas or Chevron gas from the big oil company. Right. So who you're really hurting is the guy who owns the gas station.
The little guy.
I don't know how little he is, Terry. He's probably doing pretty well himself.
Well, but still.
But he's not the guy you're intending to harm.
Right.
All the beef jerky I buy, he's doing fine.
Right. But people don't think that. They think they're hurting the big oil companies. The big oil company's gas is already bought by that little guy that you talk about, Terry, that owns the gas station, or the convenience store that owns the gas station. People don't know that.
Right, but I also...
Know this, people!
But I also thought that, at least I actually read one of these emails.
Yeah. Oh, you actually read one all the way through?
all the way through,
Yeah.
believe it or not. Well, because...
See, I actually don't read all the way through because I'm thinking sooner or later it could turn into a chain letter and they're going to write how my life is going to be with bad luck if I don't send it to 16 people. Because I get a lot of those, Terry, and I figure, well, if I don't actually read the part that says bad luck's going to happen to me, it doesn't count.
Right. Just delete it right away.
So I get a feel for when I'm reading an email that's going to turn into one of those, oh, you got to send this to 16 people or how many people, and I stop reading it and move on. Right. Because, again, if you don't read the actual part that says that, you don't have to worry about bad luck happening, Terry.
Maybe you'll be lucky enough to have a chain text from Terry one of these days. Oh, I love those. Nightmare.
I have done that.
She forwards these stupid chain texts.
I get one from
doesn't mean I want it.
Stupid son who
You're not going to die if you don't forward it. Just leave it alone.
It says you will, though.
I know.
And then if you did, you would be like, oh man, all I had to do was forward it to Hotshot.
That's true, I guess.
I'm going up to heaven. Oh wow,
bad one.
Sucks. Mm-hmm. So you forward those texts, Terry?
Yeah, not as I've done it like maybe once, too, or twice.
True.
Okay, twice.
It's enough.
It's the only part of Asian culture you've embraced. Anyway, so.
But I thought what I was going to ask you is...
Now that he's made it clear I'm sure what was the first time he's ever told you that he wants you to stop sending the text.
I've told her before. Please don't do that.
Are you going to still do it, yes or no?
Yes.
It's not even the 15 cents. It's just annoying. I think it's a listener or something.
You don't get unlimited texts?
I do, yeah, whatever. But if you go over, which,
All right. How can you go over unlimited?
I don't know. My phone bill's $300 for some reason, so I don't know why.
Anyway, but I thought from my reading of the email,
yes,
is that it's not necessarily totally getting everybody to stop buying gas today, but it's like the after effect as far as like supposedly the gas prices will go down tomorrow. Whatever. Granted, we did hear from the news, they're predicting a 1/10 of a cent going down.
Oh, well,
remember?
I don't know. I won't listen to your news. Anyway.
Not because of the gas
audio.
out. That was
that wasn't the gas out. That was just
our audio.
prediction.
Anyway, the gas companies are going to be fine.
No, I know.
Better than ever.
Yeah.
All right? And
Right.
actually, as I said earlier, if you really want to make an impact, it can't be like, you got to get into the mode of not filling up today. You have to tell people you have to stop driving for one day. Like today has to be the Great American Drive Out. But people would be like, stop driving? What are you, nuts? Exactly. That's why the gas companies have nothing to worry about. Because if you suggested instead of a Great American Gas Out where you don't go to the gas stations on May 15th, which is today, you should suggest to people, stop driving on May 15th. But they'd be completely like, that ain't happening.
One day doesn't do anything on a drive out.
It would do a lot more than a gas out. The consumption of gasoline, because if you're driving just as much today, or it seems like people are driving even more today, as I said, eventually that gas has to be filled up.
Right.
So you do much more of an impact with a drive out than a gas out. But people would think that's preposterous. I can't stop driving. No way. You get the point or not, Stephen?
Oh, I do get the point, sure. But still, you're only affecting the small people because tomorrow then you go again and get filled up.
Not if you do a drive out. You'd need to fill up less and less if you were driving less.
Yeah, but you would need to do more than one drive out was my point.
Okay.
So maybe a drive out once a week.
It is better than the regular gas out.
People aren't doing one drive out, though.
Right.
So forget about the second drive out if they're not doing the first drive out.
Right. No, I agree. I think that your plan is good, but you just need to do more.
Worry about the drive-in, Stephen.
Right.
I mean, if we actually had a drive
fine.
out or, whatever you called it, then we wouldn't, how would we get to work? I guess we have to stay at home.
But you march into your boss's office and tell him, I shouldn't be driving.
Well, Pasty Dave just printed out for me that in April 1997, there was a Great American Gas Out conducted nationwide in the protest of gas prices. And according to this emailer on Craigslist,
Jeez.
which I'm sure is a very reputable source, Pasty.
He's also looking for a cute, chubby bottom as well for later on. Craigslist.
Well, who is it? According to this emailer on Craigslist, gasoline prices dropped 30% overnight because of the Great American Gas Out of 1997.
All right.
But why is it $4 a gallon today?
Yeah, they won't be fooled again.
Pasty?
This was an example of the email that was, or one version of it that was sent out.
I got it, and I'm reading it.
Right.
And somebody's pointing out, and I don't know.
That's why when I told you, I read through.
What?
I didn't want you to think it was my belief.
No, I'm not thinking it's your belief. I made it clear that this is somebody's email on Craigslist.
Okay.
I didn't. He wants to make sure he's not being recognized as someone who's writing too much on Craigslist. Mm-hmm. No, it didn't sound like it at all.
Okay.
Maybe it sounded like it to you.
Sorry.
He's a little paranoid now.
I think you may be, because it didn't sound like we were attributing this to you at all. I said you printed it out for me.
Okay.
There's a guy that could ride his bike to work. He's like 2 blocks away.
I could walk.
Drives his car 30 seconds to work.
I know.
But he drives it so fast, he uses a whole tank of gas.
That's true.
Drives like a maniac. You ever see Pasty drive?
Yeah,
No,
it's
I've been
ridiculous.
with him.
When you're a virgin pent up with that much virginity in you, Terry, you got to get it out some way.
Jeez. Oh,
So he drives on 2 wheels at 116 miles an hour around hairpin turns that aren't even hairpin turns. All right. I don't know. What's a hairpin turn anyway? All right. Well, so there it is.
Yes.
There's some encouragement.
Yeah.
In 1997, apparently, gas prices went down 30 cents overnight. Speaking of encouragement, how is Schwager doing with the run for president of his
Can't
junior
talk about
college?
it. Can't talk about it. Can't talk about it.
Hey, we won.
Actually, I'm going over to Seattle today.
It's very exciting.
Can't talk about that either.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not stopping by the show.
Good.
How is your run for president going, Schwager?
Can't talk about it. Can't talk about
In
it.
your quest to become student body president of your silly junior college.
Well, I qualified to run, and all the stuff starts on the 18th.
So you're on the ballot.
You're qualified. Got your paperwork in.
So you're on the ballot. What, he's going to be disqualified if I talk about it, Terry? They got Matthew Schwager, please come to the main office. Is that happening, Junior? I'm
what if
sure
we
they have
talk to-
announcements like that.
Talk to the other candidates.
Mm-hmm. Give them equal time.
I guess
Have a
so.
debate?
Are we going to have a big presidential debate here?
All right, listen, Schwager.
Peninsula College.
When is the big election now?
On the 30th.
The 30th. Mm-hmm. So your name is officially on the ballot. It's going to say Matthew W. Schwager.
Well, Matthew Gene Hittrick Noel DeSalvo Swagger, but yeah.
What was that?
I don't even want to know. Anyway.
W sounds better.
Mm-hmm. Go with W. Well, what do you need now, Schwager? What can I do for you?
Just moving to the president's mansion? That'd be great, man.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, because I'm heading over to Seattle today, I was hoping I can eat at Sport, and because it's just your restaurant.
Yes, it is.
And I was hoping to get a discount thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Remember, I'm still a poor college student.
Here's a guy running for president of an entire community college, Terry, and he wants a free lunch.
Yeah, he sounds like a guy who's a real whiz with money.
Actually, he sounds like more and more like a politician every day.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I was heading over to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got honked at by a car.
Yeah, well, unbelievable. Maybe it's a woman that wants to give you a kiss for the first time in your life. Anyway, oh, geez, there goes your Great American Gas out right there.
Whoa!
Schwager.
Yes.
Listen clearly. Yes,
Okay.
I am the owner of Sport Restaurant Convenience Little but it's too late for me to. What do you want me to do? You want me to get you a free lunch? Is that what you really want? You have no shame whatsoever?
None.
No, actually, I was just I was hoping for like maybe a little discount. If not, what would you recommend?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have like $10.
I recommend you staying out of our rrestaurant before you give us a bad name. All right?
Yeah, I feel sorry for that server. Oh, thanks for the non-tip.
Mm.
Oh, well, Tima said I get half off on the tip, too.
Who you going to lunch with?
Full off.
The guy that's in charge of if I get a job at South permanently or not.
I can't even understand what the hell he's saying, Terry. He slurs everything.
His soon-to-be boss.
I'm going to Terry for translation.
No, his soon-to-be boss. Somebody who remember he's got a job at the high school as their little video guy.
Don't remember anything about this guy. Anyway, Schwager, if you get to our station before 10 o'clock, maybe we'll help you out. Damn, I wish I was in the Bay this week. Schwager.
You'd bike down there.
Hit me up for a free lunch.
Poor people.
Poor people are funny. You have mothers who are junkies. Anyway.
Even if you're 21 and in college, you can come up with a free lunch. I mean, you can come up with some sort of lunch, right?
Scratch together enough cash to buy yourself some lunch and keep some dignity intact. Would you please? Man, it always seemed like in my bank account in college, I was withdrawing from an ATM machine that told me I always had $200 left. Every time I took $20 out here and there. That would be all I could take out, Terry, at a time. $20.
$20.
And I always had somewhere, my balance would always be somewhere in the twos. 260, 240.
You were rich.
Yeah, you
And I would always put in enough to keep it around in the twos.
Right.
I'd always somehow scratch together this, scratch together that to keep enough to be in the twos. And that's all I had to my name. And yet I never got a free lunch. And I made it through 5 years of college.
Called a radio
Your
show.
friends were in 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he wants to be a college student but doesn't want to work.
And this kid has no dignity. And I'm almost jealous that I didn't have friends like he does back when I was in college, Terry. Yeah. I didn't call the radio station and asking them to hook me up with lunch. They weren't taking my calls. Anyway.
He's coming from a bad place.
Right.
Well, it's been 3 years he's been on his own. Come on.
Has it been 3 years?
He's 21.
Terry, your life is
He
flying by.
graduated late, though.
Yeah, he
High
did.
school,
He was
I think.
19. when
Your life is flying by. Before you know it, Terry, you'll be in your Asian pine box and just passing the time.
Yeah, I can't
Asian
wait.
pine is better,
My
yeah.
Asian pine.
That Asian pine, Terry, very soothing in the afterlife.
Good.
What else is going on in this world of ours, Terry, besides the Great American Gas Out of 2007? 10 years ago, exactly, pretty much, was the Great American Gas Out of 97, Terry?
Yeah.
Do the math? Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And gas prices dropped 30%. Why do I keep wanting to say 30%? 30 cents overnight.
Allegedly.
No way.
So when we wake
don't
up
buy it.
tomorrow morning, if we've done our jobs for the Great American Gas Out, if we were to scale it according to the price increases over the past 10 years, gas prices should be down about 70 cents.
I will debunk that during the break.
Yes, no question.
Why do I have a feeling gas prices won't be down 1 cent all week long?
Yeah. CEOs go, oh, you think you're cute, huh? Up 10 cents.
Yeah, that's exactly how it'll work.
Now who's in charge?
I would actually think that was pretty funny.
Yeah, me too.
If gas prices go up 10 cents overnight, I'd be like, that's really funny. And you know what? I'm going to fill up because of that humor. What else, Terry? What else?
Apparently, Joe Francis is pretty suicidal. He wants out of the Bay County Jail in Panama City, Florida.
Well, if you...
Because he's been sitting there because of tax evasion.
Talk about what the difference 10 years makes, Terry. 10 years ago, when we had the last Great American Gas Out, or the last effective Great American Gas Out, Joe Francis was going from beach to beach.
Oh, yeah, he was.
With his little handy cam.
Going, be in my video.
Telling women to drop their tops. And they were doing it pretty much every time. Now he sits in a jail cell waiting to be sodomized.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And pretty much that's it. He wants to, his next jail sentence supposedly is supposed to be in Nevada after he gets out of Florida.
Nevada, Terry, Nevada.
Yeah, Nevada.
All right.
Okay.
Do you like when people say Oregon?
Well, Nevada.
Well,
Washington.
People who live in Nevada don't like people saying Nevada.
Okay, Nevada.
That's like an East Coast thing, and you're not an East Coast girl.
Okay, Nevada.
Yeah. East Coasters say Oregon, too. That is true.
That's the people who say Oregon, and it's just terribly irritating.
Okay, so Nevada.
All right.
Gonzaga.
Nevada, Gonzaga, Oregon.
But that's fine.
That's the way you say it.
Anyway, his legal team has filed a petition asking for him to be extradited to Nevada.
Not Nevada.
I know. Right?
Nevada.
Nevada.
All right.
As soon as possible. They included a report from a psychiatrist who said that Francis told him suicide was a possibility if he had to stay there much longer. So,
Man, this is going perfect. I hope we get the same report from Paris Hilton a month from now.
Oh, and speaking of
that
her,
she's
too.
suicidal in prison.
By the way, speaking of her, would you like me to give you an update on her and her little jail sentence?
I mean, the fact that I'm hearing you report the news that he's suicidal, Terry, that makes me feel good inside. Is that a bad thing or is that normal?
I think that
he's pretty unlikable.
He is, but you really shouldn't hope that he's.
Now, I wonder if it went to the complete next level and they walked by his jail cell and there he was hanging by his little jumpsuit. If I'd still feel even the same kind of good feeling in my system, I don't think that because I feel good about him being suicidal doesn't mean I want him to commit suicide, Terry.
Yeah,
I just want him to stay suicidal.
Yeah, he doesn't have it in him. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't have it in him.
He's not doing it.
Well,
Everybody's suicidal the first year in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good place to be.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Apparently, he told the psychiatrist that he was being housed with, quote, all murderers. And he said, quote, murderers.
Yeah.
He said, I don't think I can handle this on a long-term thing. I'm not a criminal.
So he's not looking for a piece of real estate to buy in the prison, Terry?
He doesn't want to be there.
Okay. So as we speak right now, Joe Francis, the creator, the founder of Girls Gone Wild, is in prison for tax evasion.
Well, the Nevada one is for tax evasion. This one is for the videotaping of minors.
Girls.
And sexual,
Videotaping of minors.
Yeah, and the sexual.
Not good.
Girls Gone Wild started well before 97, by the way. It started like in the late 80s or what?
I saw those late night
I don't know.
videos.
When was the first time you remember seeing a Girls Gone Wild tape advertised?
Like
early
96,
90s. It was early 90s.
Was it?
I thought it was earlier than that.
It might be.
So he probably started taping in the late 80s, I would think. Steven's Wikipediaing him right now.
I put Girls Gone Old for some reason.
Well, maybe that was a little Freudian slip of some sense, Stephen.
Could have been, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Tubby belly, advancing years, and this is what you start punching up on your computer.
Tubby belly. Wow. It's not a cartoon?
Oh, jeez.
The Tubby bellies?
Yes.
1-866-663-T-MAN. It's the Great American Gas Out of 2007. I want to see how this may be affecting your day, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go to the phones early this morning, Terry, at 1-866-663-T-MAN. Yes, you have woken up to the Great American Gas Out. And Chris... It's just so funny to say, Terry.
I know.
It's so
what's going on, T-Man?
ridiculous. Yes, Chris, what can I do for you, sir?
Hey, if we shut these trucks down going up and down the road, shut them down for a day or two, they go on strike, there ain't nobody going to get no gas, T-Man.
Shut the what down? The clubs?
Trucks.
Oh, the trucks.
The gas trucks.
So you want to
Yeah,
hijack all trucks this morning. Is that what you're suggesting or what?
Yeah, if they go on strike, there ain't nobody going to deliver no gas to the station. Ain't nobody buy no gas.
Mm-hmm. So it's up to the gas truck driver, the tanker driver, to do his part and put his job and his livelihood and his career in jeopardy by refusing to deliver the gas, is what you're suggesting. Am I hearing you right? He's supposed to jeopardize the food that's put on his family's table to make a political point and help out the cause.
Hey, T-Man, that'll lower the fuel costs for these truck drivers out here. It might get something done.
Something tells me you're not an oil tanker deliverer kind of guy, are you?
I drive a truck myself, T-Man.
Yeah, and if you were told to, for the good of the whatever cause, to not deliver your goods on a typical day, and your employer got a little annoyed that you went along with that, and the chances were you were going to be fired, I'm sure you would do it anyway, right?
Hey, if everybody sticks together, they can't fire everybody.
Mm-hmm. But that's the point.
There's a lot of truck drivers in this country.
I don't know if everyone's going to stick together, but I like the sound of your voice, sir.
All right.
You have the right voice for what you're talking about.
All right, T-Man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Is that a great voice, Terry?
That is.
Yeah. I was reading on the internet. Well, I mean, you can't argue with his reasoning, Terry. If every trucker banded together like that, then there could be something done. But if you're the actual guy whose job it is to deliver the goods, and little Johnny Jr. is sitting home waiting for his hot porridge at the end of the day,
Little Johnny Jr.
and you have to come home and say you sacrificed his meal because you were trying to help out the good of the country, you may not feel as strongly about it when you see his starving face. Because little Johnny Jr. won't look very cute, all gaunt, and with malnutrition.
That's true.
David in San Jose, good morning.
Who cares? Price went down a cent a gallon.
David in San Jose, good morning.
Hey, what's going on there?
How are you, David?
Good. I'm just driving like a madman out here.
Yes, doing your part, yes.
Yeah, I'm just going ahead and driving. I don't care about them gas prices.
You don't let it affect you because you don't tend to think about it that much, or
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
okay. Well, I think that's pretty clear on how he feels.
Oh, all right.
I don't know if we could say the F word on the air, and I had to dump that.
I had him down as undecided.
But as it pertains to gas prices, he said, I don't give an F word.
Right.
And he said the F word so emphatically that it's almost therapeutic to say the F word in that way, Terry.
Sounds like he almost does care.
It's like a stress reliever.
Yeah.
Felt good.
I don't give a...
Right.
Okay, well, I'm glad we're taking the pulse of the country this morning.
Yeah.
To find out your take on the Great American Gas Out. 1-866-663-T-MAN is a toll-free number. I want to know if there's anyone out there who is, not unlike David, kind of fired up about the Great American Gas Out to the point that if they see someone filling up their tank at a gas station today, they may scream out their window in obscenity like David just did at us. Although he wasn't directing at us, Terry.
Right.
Unlike I'm sure many that would like to.
Sure.
1-866-663-T-MAN. Maybe I'm more intrigued than I should be about the Great American Gas Out, Terry. I just like saying the Great American Gas Out.
Yes, you do.
I want to know if there's anyone out there that may curse out. And would you go as far as to curse out like a woman? A pregnant woman is filling up her tank today.
Oh, my gosh.
Filling up the minivan.
And she's got 3 kids already in the back.
That's right, in the van, in the minivan there. Are you so fired up about the Great American Gas Out that you may call her the C word or something like that as you're driving by?
I hope not.
You hope not?
Yeah. I mean, come on.
So you think there's... I'm not sure if you're going on record saying there's no calling for calling a woman the C word, Terry, but you're saying this definitely isn't it.
Right. I don't...
No spray paint, no breast milk for oil on her van.
Nicole, you're on the air from Spadaway. Go.
Hello?
Yes, Nicole.
Hi, T-Man.
How are you, baby?
I'm fine, baby. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing much better now.
This is not working. Everybody's at the gas station getting gas.
She just left.
Oh, you're near a gas station? Or you just passed a gas station? You saw a lot of people.
I just left the gas station.
Oh, you did, and it was busier than ever.
Say again?
Fill her up.
I did. I had
Give me the good stuff,
Couldn't help
too.
it. I forgot to get gas yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough if you forget.
So
make it
it's not
premium.
working.
Yes.
And Everybody's
love to
gas.
put
It's
the
not gonna work.
nozzle in the tank of Nicole and say, fill her up, Terry. Give you the Chevron with Techron.
Take care of that knocking and pinging.
Yeah.
Hi, Terry.
No messy built-up gunk after you're done with me.
Oh, I hate the gunk.
Got to get rid of the gunk, Terry.
Yeah, got to get rid of that gunk.
Shell is advertising to get rid of the gunk in your tank these days.
I think gunk is a real technical scientific term.
See, I think that's a brilliant PR and marketing and advertising move by Shell, because all of a sudden I got this image of gunk in my gas tank. I don't want gunk in my gas tank.
No, clogging it up.
I got to go to the Shell, get rid of my gunk.
It's going to cost so much.
Great American Gunk Out.
You got any gunk in your tank there, Nicole?
No, I don't. I use Chevron, so I don't have any gunk in my.
Well, it's Shell that's
gunk in my trunk.
It's Shell that's supposed to get rid of the gunk. But anyway,
No, Chevron too, I guess.
Oh, well, they don't advertise
I don't know. It's all the damn same. All the gas is the same.
So you the point is you just filled up on the Great American Gas Out Day.
How
Yes,
dare
I did.
you?
And you had to wait 3 deep to get your car to the tank. Is that right?
Yes.
Or more or less. All right, I don't want to put words in your mouth. But anyway. Well,
Anyway.
thanks for checking in, baby. Thanks for giving us what's going on out there.
I think the point is you're right. It's not working. It's just fun to say.
Just fun to say the Great American Gas Out. Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness.
Donnie, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, Donnie.
What's up, man?
How are you, sir?
Oh, cool. Man, this gas, it kills me sometimes. I drive a truck, too. I drive from Kent up to Mount Vernon every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, even though it's a little gas out, I put $60 in my tank every day.
Well, now I'm
my big old truck.
at the point with my SUV, Terry, that the gas station, I don't know if most gas stations do this, but I told you about this. This has happened numerous times now. The first time it happened, I was like, what the hell? I thought I filled up my tank, but it's not filled.
I hate stops.
Now it stops. Now I just know that it stops at 75. They max you out at $75.
Oh,
It used to be 50.
Really?
Remember, it was 50 for a while, and then. But I think that's for your protection.
So if I let the SUV go down almost empty, just right around empty, then 75 is not filling up my tank.
Right, I was going to say.
Because I put premium in, yeah.
It usually costs me about $110 to $120 to fill up.
Yes. Well,
and I go over to Safeway because you can save a little bit of money.
Yeah, you get a little discount.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're all doing our part then. Okay.
And the little 18-year-old carries the gas out to your car for you.
Wesley in Danville.
Yo, what up, P-Man?
What's going on, Wesley?
Nothing. Just chilling, getting ready to go to school.
Okay, and where do you go to school, Wesley?
I go to school at Quarry Lane.
All right. And what are you in high school or college?
High school.
High school. Sounds like more of a high school, Terry.
Sounds like.
And what is it called again? Quarry Land?
Yes, Quarry Lane.
Mm-hmm. It's like one grade up from Candyland, or what?
Quarry Lane, isn't it?
Quarry Lane.
Quarry Lane. Wow.
It's a fireman with an hourglass.
Mm-hmm.
Weird little private school over here.
Weird little private
It's a private school?
Oh, private school.
Sound like a private school, kid. And what grade are we in? What grade are we in, Wesley? In private school?
Waiting for Mr. Belvedere to pick you up.
I'm a freshman.
It's Wesley at private school, Terry.
Yes, it is.
In Danville. And you're a freshman in high school?
Yep.
And how do you like private school? How are the babes there?
They're pretty hot, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A lot of students, or just like a slimmed down private school? There's not many like kids running around your school because it's private.
There are not that many kids.
How many?
They are all in uniforms, if you know what I mean.
Oh. What you mean is they're all in uniforms.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
You just said
Stop it.
It's like trying to sound all smooth. If you know what I mean, yeah, they're all in uniforms.
He's the master of innuendo.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean, besides they're all in uniforms? What are you trying to say in a subtle fashion there, Corey? I mean,
the girls are always wearing skirts.
Uh-huh.
Oh, because that's their uniform, right?
Their little plaid skirts. Little Catholic girl skirts? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That seems archaic, doesn't it?
So you go to a co-ed private school. Is that right, Cor?
Yes.
And why do I keep calling Corey, Terry?
I don't know, because the school is
Wesley.
Quarry Lane
That's
and
right.
he's Wesley.
I knew why, but anyway. But thanks for telling me. Wesley, what can I do for you, my friend?
Just on the subject of the gas problem.
Yes.
And like Terry said earlier, about yelling at maybe a pregnant lady.
Yes.
I would not do that, but if I drove by, I may be yelling
at a guy.
At
a guy who looks like he can defend himself, but not a pregnant lady with a big old 9-month belly and 3 soccer kids in the back there.
Yes.
You got to pick your spots and who to yell at. See, I'm just wondering if people are fired up enough at all to yell at anyone. Wesley says he'll pick his spots on who to yell at. He's not going to take on a defenseless pregnant mom.
Right.
Because he is just too intimidating a high schooler. He doesn't want to scare her.
Well, also, too, maybe it also depends on the type of vehicle that they're driving.
I don't think anyone's going to yell at anyone today, Terry.
No.
All right.
It does also depend on where they're going because, for instance, today I might be getting eye surgery.
Oh, jeez. You might be getting eye surgery? Don't you know on the day of a potential surgery whether you're getting it or not? It's like 2 o'clock. Oh, should I get it or not?
Judge Judy's on. I'm good.
What do you mean you might be getting eye surgery?
Well, the doctor says that they have to find an emergency room, and so they're going to either find one today, Thursday, or next Tuesday.
At private school, they offer it with your hot lunch, Terry. They offer eye surgery at private school.
Great school.
Yes.
See, I don't want people yelling at my aunt or uncle if they go to fill up their car.
Aunt or uncle, Terry.
Yes, his aunt or uncle.
Wesley, you sound like a nice young man. And I'm glad you called, buddy, and I hope to hear from you on a regular basis.
Yeah, I listen to you guys every morning.
Oh. Hopefully we'll hear from you on a morning-to-morning basis, Wesley, so we can keep up with the goings-on of private school. I like private school. I never got to go to one, Terry.
Yeah, me either.
But it's got to be an interesting place, I'm sure.
It is.
There's a lot going on there. Anyway.
They have uniforms, if you know what you mean.
Yes. And I know what I mean. Anyway, Wesley, thank you for calling.
No problem, T-Man.
Take care, man. There he is.
Private school has like kids with money, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Who's got a better future, Wesley or Matthew Schwager?
Put a couple bucks on Wesley there, Terry.
For sure. Yeah.
If you don't mind taking my action there.
The T-Man Show. The countdown is on for Paris Hilton's jail sentence for a probation violation. And it looks like the heiress was seeking divine intervention this weekend as she was snapped saying her prayers at Good Shepherd Catholic Church in Beverly Hills.
Oh, you see that, Terry?
Jeez.
Paris getting this jail sentence has already got her now going to church. It's prompted her to take on a little bit more religion there.
Is there any more wine?
They're putting her right in line.
Right. However, I do have a little bit more news on her whole jail thing.
She's scheduled to go in on June 5th, Terry. Now, What day of the week is that? What day of the week is June 5th? Is that a Monday? Is it a Tuesday? I think it's a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. I think June 5th is a Tuesday. We got to do something very special for the Paris Hilton Goes In show.
It is a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday morning, June 5th. I think today is Tuesday. That'd be like exactly 3 weeks from today. Is that right?
Correct.
3 weeks from today, Paris Hilton goes in.
Right. Now, mind you, even though she goes in,
right.
Rumor has it that she may, due to overcrowding, may not spend all 45 days there.
Yeah, I read about that. Because of overcrowding, that they sometimes let people who have her kind of sentence to do, they let them out in like a day.
Right.
Which is crazy. It's
so
like
why even sentence the person?
putting my 2-year-old in timeout, Terry.
Right.
A minute later. Okay, you're going to be good now.
However, she may go to Arizona to Tent City.
Oh, yeah.
Which is run by Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Oh, yeah, good. He's a dick.
Yeah, he is. Big time.
He's pretty legendary, Terry.
Yeah.
Being a cruel-ass bastard.
Yeah.
He thinks he's like some revered guy that people worship for his good doing, but everyone knows he's a cruel bastard.
Right.
That's perfect for him.
Inmates actually do live in tents in the middle of the desert there, 100-degree heat.
Well, shoot that as part of the simple life, Terry. She'll be back in business. That doesn't help. She's got to go to jail. They got to fine, even though they're overcrowded. See, I read about this overcrowding little aspect of Paris' sentence, and she may get out like real early, not good behavior early where they let her out a week or two early. No, like after a day they may let her out. There was this girl from Lost, Michelle Rodriguez, I think her name is. She had to do a 60-day sentence for something similar to what Paris is going in for, or maybe a little bit
Drunk
worse.
driving, I think.
She had a DUI.
Oh, it was a DUI? And they let her out in 3 hours.
Yeah, I remember.
Imagine going in, expecting to do 60 days. You get yourself all mentally prepared to go do 60 days. You're locked down, then a couple hours later they come back and say, yeah, you can go. Hope you learned your lesson.
Punishment enough.
Can I bring my harmonica?
They honestly, there's a true story. She went in for a 60-day sentence. Was probably thinking about how long 60 days would be in. As she's walking into the prison, she gets locked down. 3 hours later, they open up her cell and say, yeah, you're good to go. Overcrowded here.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, no.
They shouldn't have killed her character off.
Yeah, they shouldn't have. She was angry.
You liked her character?
I don't really care one way or the other.
You don't
but,
even watch Lost.
No, I do. It's
Do you?
on the DVR ready to go.
Oh, jeez. Stephen watches a lot of shows.
He does.
I don't know how he has time with One Life to Live. Oh, he probably watches that too. With is that still on there?
It is,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You can watch it on SoapNet every day. Too.
Okay, easy.
I know you can.
geez.
I just discovered.
With One Life to Live. How the hell does he watch? See, I have my parents in. They're actually going back to the East Coast today, Terry.
Uh-huh.
And last night they were watching some really cheesy show. My gosh, I can't even remember the name of it. But
Dancing with the Stars?
Dancing with
No, I don't remember the name of Dancing with the Really Stupid, Make You Want to Puke Stars. Actually, no, this was 2 nights ago. It was a Sunday night show. What was it? I just kind of sprung up on them, and they were watching this really cheesy sisters and
brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a great
yeah.
show.
I was thinking, man, Kilbreath must love this show.
That's
what I was thinking. I'm
I'd love to watch it with the parents.
watch this
Sally
show.
Field, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calista Flockhart.
Oh, please! It just looks so gooey.
Right.
Is this a good show? You watch this?
Apparently, it's been renewed, so yes.
So yes, you watch it?
No, it's a good show. You said, is
I
it
watch
a good
all shows
show?
that have been renewed. Yes.
No, you asked, is it a good show? And then you said, do you watch it?
I have a computer program that lets me know when a show's been renewed, and then I start watching it.
Speaking of shows that suck, Gilmore Girls is coming to an end.
Yeah,
My dream come true.
It is.
Get off my DVR.
So, brothers and sisters, I was right in assuming that's right up your alley. Is that right, Steven?
That's a nice, family cereal, if you will.
Family cereal. Cocoa Puffs is a nice family cereal.
Very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
He watches everything.
Anything with Rob Lowe.
Yeah, I do like that.
Right.
I was like, what is this, the West Wing? Isn't Rob Lowe, didn't he used to be on the West
He
Wing?
did,
That's
he
another
did,
show I'd
he
never
did.
watched, but I was like, wasn't that show canceled or
It
something?
was.
What's Rob Lowe doing on TV?
Well.
There's been another drug bust? And I'm like, oh, wait, this looks like a real show. What is this? And my mom's like, oh, this is the best show on TV.
Well, your mom has great taste.
I'll take a pass. Looks pretty sappy to me. Is there any Ultimate Fighting on?
It's Tuesday night.
And my dad just being strung along for the ride watching the show because he's a man who's been married for 50 years.
Just too tired to say no, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Not worth the fight.
Doesn't want to fight anymore. Yeah.
Poor bastard. Ain't gonna happen to me.
Oh. Okay, we'll see what. Justin Timberlake, right?
I've established being on the computer early on in the marriage, Terry. I ain't watching anything for the rest of my life that I don't choose to watch.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Trust me on that. Now, you bring up the Justin Timberlake example.
Well,
First of all, that hasn't happened yet, so we don't know how that's going to play out. If that was in the books and I had gone against my will, then you can talk about that. If that
Okay.
does happen, then you can talk about that.
all right.
But first off, it's not the biggest torturous night of your life.
No, I
It's a one-time thing.
It's not like an episode of Brothers and Sisters.
It's not a thing that I have to make an appointment for every week on Sunday or whatever. All right?
I got it. Okay.
And I haven't gone yet.
All right.
I'll find a way out of that.
Easy.
Trust me.
All right.
Now that he knows you're going to use it against him, too.
Mm-hmm.
You wear the pants in the family, okay?
It's not about old cliches like that. But since you brought it up.
Yeah.
It's not about wearing the pants or that old stupid expression. It's more about the my modern day expression of being unwilling to fall into the trap of the pussification of men, Terry.
All right.
Which if my dad could have it his way, I would be following along to the drum beat. Sitting there watching Brothers and Sisters. I can't believe he didn't want to just sit there wanting to hang himself to an hour-long show. First of all, hour-long shows are torturous.
Right.
Just in the fact that they're hour-long.
People our parents' age can sleep with their eyes open. I think they've mastered that.
Is your mom a big Dancing with the Stars fan, too?
I didn't even want to ask.
We don't talk about likes and dislikes in our family.
Yes. You watched that show, is that right?
It was good.
Brothers and Sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do.
Mm-hmm. And Ally McBeal's on the stupid show?
Yeah,
She is.
She's got a job again, too?
She does.
They would have never known these things.
Yeah.
And she's very quirky on the show.
Is she?
If you would.
See, I really am.
Wow. What a weird character for her to be
Yes,
playing.
exactly.
She can pull that off?
Yeah.
Isn't she supposedly seeing Rob Lowe on the show?
She is, yeah. They're
Okay.
engaged.
Wow.
Or
It's very exciting.
he's running for president.
It's like 1996 all over again for us.
So they just took the characters from two other shows and put them together in a new show?
Pretty much, yeah.
And added Sally Fields and woo!
Sally Fields?
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
So.
Sally's probably not listening. What else is going on out there in this world besides Paris? Let's talk about Paris going to jail.
Go to jail, Paris.
Mm-hmm.
No, what's sad is I don't think she'll go to either place.
You think she's going to somehow, some way, the clock is ticking down to June 5th, and if she does any time, it's going to be like the 3 hours Michelle Rodriguez did, and we're going to have all our fun just ruined.
Yes.
Huh.
3 hours can be a long time in prison.
Yeah, not when you're,
60 days, but...
by yourself, away from general population. Because...
Angel in Livermore wants to check in this morning. Yes, sir. Or madam.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, T-Man, what's going on?
How are you, Angel?
I'm doing all right. I'm stuck in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, I'm a truck driver.
Yeah.
And we can't stop our trucks.
No.
Because then, you know why? Because then truck drivers are going to fall behind on our late checks.
Mm-hmm. Late checks. He thinks that's jargon. That's in industry humor, Terry.
Oh.
Angel.
Yeah.
What are you carrying?
I have a milk route in San Jose.
Milk route.
Oh, that's a good one to be on.
Wow. I heard that milkmen are like coming back after, I don't think any of our lifetimes, I can't assume yours could actually be a part of this, Terry, but most of our lives, most of us haven't experienced the milkman coming to your front door and dropping off the bottles of milk. Terry, again, can't be spoken for. But I hear that's coming back. Yeah. I hear that's
People
making a comeback.
They love it in my neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they?
You have the milkman driving through?
And a little silver box on your porch, and he puts it in there.
That's crazy.
I think it's kind of like
in
vogue. It's it's not out of necessity. It's because you think you're cool.
I think I think just stay-at-home moms want another potential guy to size up and maybe screw.
I actually have it. Well, it's a senior. It's senior homes. I go to senior homes, so
I'm sure they're making the moves on you anyway.
Yeah, them too, lazies.
Yes.
Yeah, they're kind of friendly, but
That's the kind of job where if you're on the right route, which it sounds like you're not, Angel, you can get seriously laid by a bunch of customers.
Yeah, I was thinking you can just whip open a quart of chocolate whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking have sex.
I guess, but
But more and more, the comeback of the milkman, Terry.
There you go.
It's an amazing story, not really. Yeah.
I wasn't always, I just started this job.
Obviously, because I don't think that everyone was doing the milkman thing about 2-3 years ago. This is something that's just kind of started up again over the past year or so.
Well, it'd be good, but not right now. I just got separated, so I'm not really.
Aww.
You just got separated.
No. Yeah.
So,
well, it's just like you said. It's like they were trying to. It was like that legion of women trying to specificate man.
Yes, I don't know if we're talking about two different subjects, but anyway. So his days of looking for a quick thrill, quick little sexual moment is kind of like not there. You have to be really seriously married, Terry. Very happily married to get that real charge out of that quick little anonymous sexual moment. If you're separated and you're kind of down because you're separated, the quick sex stranger client to milkman moment it's kind of lost its luster. You got to be in a happy marriage for you to really get a charge out of that.
Yeah, because if you're sad, it's like, you want to come over later and make grilled cheeses or something?
Yeah.
I'm kind of lonely.
So you got to get yourself happily married to really get the most out of this job of yours there, Angel.
Yeah.
You got to get yourself a real good wife that you're totally happy with, and then when this housewife that's all kind of lonely because her husband's not paying her enough attention makes the move on you, you can really get the full throttle thrill out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
So you have to be in a happy marriage to cheat.
I guess so.
Stephen, you make it sound so terrible. And I'm not saying or suggesting that this is the kind of way I go about my life. I'm just saying.
You want to maximize your thrill.
If you want to get the greatest thrill out of it.
Because if you're depressed, it's like,
exactly. It's hard to get a thrill out of anything when you're depressed, first of all. Mm-hmm. But in order to get that taboo, sex rush thrill going.
Ooh, what a rush.
You can't get the taboo thrill rush going if you're not happily married. Right or wrong? Just basic science.
You made me a believer.
Okay. Steven's going to be a milkman by Thursday. I'm telling you. These milkman jobs are being filled left and right, Terry, because people are bringing back the idea of, I don't want to buy milk at the grocery store. I want my milk delivered in a silver box on my front stoop. Which seems kind of, I don't know.
Does it taste better or something? What would be the point of doing that? Fresher?
I think it's supposedly it's fresher.
It's fresher because it's more localized, and yes, it's done in organic fashion, and you get the sense that they just made your milk this morning. The cow is still tired out by the time they drop off the milk at your front door.
They back the cow up to your front door and get it straight from the tap.
Right. You ever have milk on tap?
Okay, here's a bottle.
There you go.
Oh, wait, I have coffee. Hang on, I need some cream. Okay.
These are specialized. This is a specialized kind of way of getting your milk. It's not a grocery store that's doing 50 million things.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to get myself in the mindset of the person who wants milk delivered to their home. I'm not ready.
Right.
I don't care how big a trend it becomes. I'm not ready to get milk delivered to my house.
Really?
I can't even pay bills on time. I'm going to forget it's even out there.
I know. No,
flies flying around.
Yeah, on top of all the other reasons why I'm not ready to do this, just having another bill to pay is something I'm not ready for.
Yeah, that too.
Okay?
Without all the chemicals, it probably goes bad quicker, too.
Got a big bowl of cereal. Oh, I forgot to pay the bill. No!
And for some reason, I like milk in paper cartons and not these glass jugs.
Really?
But speaking of which, Terry.
That'll be the new trend.
Because that's how you get your milk delivered, I would imagine, when they put it on your
glass
jug.
Recycle it,
These glass jugs. Yeah, it's all about being green, too.
Yeah.
Because you recycle those glass jugs. You put them out there for the milkman on his next stop when he drops off, he picks up.
It's a lot of work. I think Kermit was right. It's a ton of work.
Jeremy in Puyallup, good morning.
Hey, man. Hey, buddy.
Jeremy's wanting to say that he's been the milkman for 5 years, and my whole assessment on this may be a little off because milkmen have been making a charge back into people's homes for more than a year or so.
Really?
Actually, we've been in business since 1920, so...
All right, just because you've been in business for 90 years.
Well, I have actually personally been a milkman for 5 years. Our business has been in business since 1920.
But you have to acknowledge there's been a resurgence of people demanding milk be delivered to their home. Is that correct or no?
Correct.
All right. Then what are we arguing about? Nothing.
Oh, nothing. And it is cardboard nowadays. It's 2007, so that
oh, really? They're not dropping off glass jugs?
I think some do.
I think some do.
I've seen glass.
Isn't there? Do you get a choice then? Is that it?
Milkman's got to drop off glass jugs.
We're the only people in Washington that do home delivery still.
And you don't drop off glass?
Nope.
You drop off cartons?
I break a lot of glass jugs if I deliver in glass.
I'm out.
And what about the ladies at the front door that start?
I don't really capitalize on the home delivery. I mean, as far as stay-at-home moms, it's more like espressos because we deliver to espressos and those kind of ladies. The ones that are more my.
You give them their morning jolt?
What's that?
Here's some milk, honey.
They rely on you to give them their morning jolt or what?
Yeah, I put my white stuff in their box.
Okay.
Settle down.
Jeez. It's a family show.
He said that a few times.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the company line right there.
It is.
Since 1920.
Yeah, probably not the mission statement.
I don't think that's what it says on their truck.
Yeah. Although they were smart. You never know.
Anna! Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, baby? What's
Great.
up? How are you? What can we do for you, Anna?
Hey, I stopped and got gas this morning. There was already 3 people in line, and once I got there, ready to leave, there was 2 more pulling
We're
up.
not getting rave reviews on the Great American Gas Out really taking hold with the average typical American out there, Terry.
I know.
I'm getting the sense that after all these tireless amounts of emails went out about the Great American Gas Out of May 15th, which is today, that people really aren't going to... The call to action really doesn't seem to be taking hold.
Right.
Anna seems to be taking...
you know what,
it almost sounds like she's taking pride in the fact that she filled up her tank with her fellow man this morning.
You know why, T-Man? I agree with what you were saying earlier. You have to do other things. My company, I work for a major company in Seattle, or Tacoma, Seattle.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
And
hope you know where you're at, yeah.
So sorry, late. I didn't know where I worked.
Yes.
And I take the Sound Transit to work 3 times a week.
Yes.
So I do my part. And like you said, the people that don't gas up today, they're going to gas up tomorrow, or they gassed up yesterday. So it's not going to help unless you do other things.
And the other thing people don't realize, which I also mentioned, is when you're avoiding the gas stations, more than I would think half these gas stations are owned by people. They're not owned by the gas companies. The gas companies are who they purchase from, but you're hurting the guy who owns the gas station, the convenience store. A lot of times these convenience stores own the gas station and not the gas companies.
That's really true.
So the person you're really hurting is the guy who owns the convenience store, who's I'm sure is doing very well.
Right.
But you're not affecting the gas companies. That gas was purchased a week earlier. Jenny, where are you calling from, Jenny?
Cupertino.
What can I do for you, baby?
I just wanted to say something about the gas thing.
Yeah.
I didn't fill up today because I filled up yesterday. I mean, does that mean I'm being, like, patriotic or whatever?
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
If you want to, do you want to hear yes or no?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
Yes, I understand your point.
Didn't
Your
fill up today.
Yeah, your point is that this is a little ridiculous. I understand.
Yeah, because, like, if you didn't fill up yesterday, then you're stupid, and you're going to be stuck on the side of a road, you know, waiting for AAA to come get you, and then you're going to be out of a job, and then you're going to be like, okay, was this worth saving $60? No, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm. But those who do take this day seriously, this Great American Gas Out, which it doesn't sound like people are off to a great start in taking the Great American Gas Out seriously. It doesn't sound like the gas stations are just abandoned this morning, as the internet people would have hoped it would be, that we're flooding your email inboxes with letter after letter to fire you up about today. But if it actually took hold and took effect, people would just fill up tomorrow. Because people are driving like crazy out there this morning. The only way gas consumption is going to go down is if people start driving less, not filling up less. If you're driving, you're going to need to fill up eventually. Yeah. You don't see any less cars on the road this morning, do you?
No.
People are driving like mad. People this morning.
It's as bad as normal out there.
Yes, it's as heavy traffic flows. We have a traffic guy at our disposal, Terry. His name is Stephen R. Kilbreath.
Wow.
And he will now tell us if the volumes of the roadways of our country are lighter than or equal or more crowded than normal.
It's Great American Gas Out light. No, it's average or a little above at this point.
Well done, people.
More people.
Yeah, way to go.
I think they're starting earlier today.
Jenny, now that you filled up yesterday, how are you going to spend your day? Jenny? Jenny, are you gone? Jenny?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's busy.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What are you going to do today, baby?
I'm going to work.
Oh,
and
you
I'm
little
going to
whore.
school.
Huh? You got to work and school?
Yeah.
Where do you go to school?
I go to school at De Anza.
Mm-hmm. What do you do for a living when you're doing the part-time? You're working part-time, I imagine, right?
No.
Full-time worker and student, Terry.
Wow.
Just killing herself. And what do you do full-time?
I am actually an admin assistant.
Ah.
Yep, you were right, T-Man.
What, stripper?
Yeah. Is that what that's code for?
Maybe in your world, Steven, you dirty bastard. Administrative assistant. So what are your direct responsibilities when you get to work today as an administrative assistant?
I'm basically the office manager's bitch.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Wow.
Well said.
Okay.
Now, the office
She's
manager,
honest.
The office manager is a male or a female?
Pardon?
The office manager is a man or a woman?
It's a woman.
It's a woman.
Go fill up the cups.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could work for a man.
She ever get flirty with you or what? Most women can't work with women, believe it or not.
Wow.
Most women don't want to be at the every request of a woman above them, Terry. Right. She would not be able to take orders from a man. You have no problem taking orders from a woman who's higher up than you, huh?
No.
Mm-hmm. She ever get a little flirty with you or what?
Pardon?
Does she ever get a little flirtatious with you? Because women are getting more and more flirtatious with their own kind on the job.
No, she's not flirtatious with me.
Mm-hmm. But you kind of almost sounds like, if I'm reading her voice, and I'm a very good voice reader, Terry, a very good tone decipherer, I'm getting the sense like you almost wish you were. Ha-ha!
Wow.
Great American Gas Out! Oh, I obviously picked up on something, Terry, because she's lost control of her bowels, if you're listening carefully.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's still not all back, Terry.
I know.
Yes. I've thrown her for the loop that she wished her boss would have done a long time ago.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
I think she sounds like she's blushing.
Do you have anyone significant in your life as we speak right now? Jenny, is there a boyfriend, a girlfriend? Is there someone you got special in your world? Or are you very...
Yes, I have a boyfriend.
Oh, a boyfriend. Yes. Wow. Yes, right. And, Jenny, how serious are you and this boy friend. Oh, gee, she's gone again. Every once in a while, she just drops off for about 10 seconds, then she comes back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not this time.
Not this time.
you hit something there with her.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping you noticed, Terry. As most women don't. Well. Now, the question is,
Yeah.
it seems like you're already answering by saying she did that purposefully. Was that just bad timing in a bad sell area? Or did she cut her losses as far as the level of embarrassment that she was willing to put herself through on this program?
Well, she did. She kind of, once you started inquiring about the whole flirtation thing.
Timing a little too coincidental.
Yeah.
I charged her up with the thought of her boss and her getting all freaky-like.
Yeah, I think she was afraid that you were going to ask a few more questions.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to.
I have a boyfriend, T-Man, and he even hasn't been able to pick up on the fact that I'm attracted to my boss. But you did in seconds. That's amazing. Is that what you was thinking, Terry?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you expect on the Great American Gas Out, Terry?
Not a lot.
Not at all. You didn't even get her specialty.
Oh, I did.
That's a good question, Steve.
Didn't have to be asked. Okay, there she
tell
is.
just by their voice. That's the beauty of you.
That's right. A lot of beauties of me. Don't you know?
The T-Man Show.
Who's the world-famous superstar inside this car, besieged by fans and cameras? It's Angelina Jolie in Prague in the Czech Republic.
Yes, exactly.
We've got the all-new video of Papa Pitt taking Maddox to school there today. And it was a family affair for the Jolie.
Taking his kid to school in Prague?
Yep.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Got to get an education.
I thought my school system did a good job educating me, Terry. I wasn't educated in Prague.
Yeah.
Sorry. Albert's got something to say this morning. Yes, Albert, it's your turn.
Hi, T-Man.
Yes, Albert.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I just wanted to say...
Excited to hear he's on the radio, Terry. Turn your radio down, Albert, because I don't want you to get nervous knowing that your voice is coming out of that radio that you have on there, and everything you say, you're going to be crystallizing the thoughts of all the people listening. I don't want you to get nervous about that, Albert, so you may want to turn your radio down so you can forget all about that for a couple of seconds.
All right.
About all the people out there and the impressions you're going to be making on them, Albert.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, well, I was riding to work this morning, people filling up their tank. You know, I filled up yesterday because I knew what was going on today.
Albert's a little annoyed that no one's taking the Great American Gas Out seriously enough, Terry.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are a lot of internet people that wasted a lot of time, at least that's what they're feeling this morning, sending out email after email, trying to get people on board for the Great American Gas Out, and now they're looking around our country and seeing everyone lined up 6 deep at a gas tank, Terry, filling up their tank, and now they want to send out emails like, you friggin' idiots! Is that the... Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Albert's getting people coming up to him saying... Yes, Albert's on with the T-Man. That's right. That's right, Missy. Just fill up your tank and mind your own business.
Yeah, that kind of just pissed me off this morning, seeing people driving. I drive from Kent to Tukwila every morning.
Oh, jeez. Albert is annoyed at his fellow man today, Terry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, Albert, sometimes people feel a call, and sometimes they just don't, Albert. Sometimes, when you send out emails trying to inspire, it makes an impact. You would have thought, Terry, with all the whining and complaining about gas prices, that the people out there would have heeded a certain call and realized that something had to be done, but not apparently this time.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call.
Oh, Albert!
When the world must come together as one.
Yeah, but not today.
There are people dying.
Oh, jeez. Is it that serious, Terry?
It's time to lend a hand to life.
Lend a hand to life, Albert.
Greatest gift of all.
That's all Albert's asking is to...
Uncle Kenny.
Uncle Kenny.
I heard about Swagger trying to get a free lunch this morning.
Mm-hmm. He's pissed off about a lot of things, Terry.
Yeah, he's having issues today.
People are dying. Swagger wants a free lunch, Terry. That's right, Tina, baby. Okay.
You know love is all we need.
It's Great American Gas Out Tuesday, Terry. Oh, Michael.
Oh, man.
Michael.
Michael filled up his tank right now, Terry. What do you think?
He thought he was weird in 85.
Mm-hmm.
Man, who would have known?
Ladies and gentlemen, the report just in from the, what is it? The AAA Auto Club, Terry. Maybe you've heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
AAA is reporting that the average gas price is up 35 cents from a month ago.
Wow.
So the Great American Gas Out really doing
Working, right?
major strides made this morning, Terry. Because this is just off the wires, like seconds ago. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Go ahead, Willie Nelson. What?
Albert's like, what the hell's going on with that show?
I know.
Albert, you inspired this. I'm trying to make one last call.
Oh, the boss.
Can you just go 3/4 of a tank this morning, people? Is that something we can do? Obviously, we can't stop people from going to the gas stations. The Great American Gas Out not really doing much.
I was that person this morning out the window saying, hey, get away from that tank.
Oh, you were screaming at me.
Albert's out there yelling at people, Terry. Really? You were yelling at people at the gas station, Albert?
I heard you were talking about somebody, if I was going to yell at a pregnant lady filling over a tank with kids in the back.
Yes.
I might do it.
Oh, jeez. I don't think that's necessary, Albert.
Come on now,
Albert.
Easy. Whoa.
Oh, Terry.
If Terry could sing, that's what you'd sound like.
This person's filled herself up with something this morning.
Yeah, no kidding.
Something to drown her sorrows, Terry. High octane. Oh! Okay. It's Great American Gas Out Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Do your part. Terry, if I have one of my cars, oh, geez, that sounds really pretentious. If I have one of my cars under a quarter tank, I'm filling up.
Right. Screw the starving kids in Africa.
That's
Go get
right.
God.
Let them eat cake.
What a cause, huh?
Song led to everybody adopting kids from there. So.
Let Angelina Jolie take care of this problem.
Right.
Really?
While our kids are going to school in Prague.
I'm not worried about it.
By the way.
Oh, here's a singer for you, Terry.
Yeah.
Yes. I read a story
Yeah.
where Bob Dylan goes into his grandson's little classroom, Terry. And he sings for show and tell kind of thing, you know what I mean? You bringing in your legendary grandfather to sing for show and tell.
Sure, how
and
impressive.
He scares the small children. The small children run for their lives because they're so scared of the way he sings, Terry.
He looks a little creepy, too.
He was always, I always found him creepy, and I always was scared by him. I guess he was before my time, too. But I don't think it's necessary to bring, just because he's some historic musical figure, supposedly, that you're supposed to let the kids marvel in his greatness. He's scary. He comes into the classroom and he starts nasally singing, this old creepy guy. Imagine he looked old in the We Are the World video. Imagine how old he must look now.
Kind of wondered if he ever showered and stuff.
He's traumatizing small kids.
Aww.
Ray Charles knows better than to go into the classroom and sing, Terry. He knows he's a little past his time. Still alive?
No.
Ray Charles?
No, he died.
Oh, he did?
But he knows better. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
he does definitely know.
Well, that just proves my point. He's not about to go into some grandkid of his classroom and start singing.
Gets the wrong classroom.
Singing in the greatest classroom right now, Terry. The classroom in the sky.
Yes.
You and Stevie Wonder going in the wrong room.
Steven!
Just got started.
Great American Gas Out, ladies and gentlemen.
By the way,
As soon as this song ends in about 5 minutes,
if my kid had Bob,
as soon as they are finished with the 19th chorus of We Are the World here, we'll pull it down. What?
if my kid was in that kindergarten class, and show and tell would be me and Bob. The kids would be scared to death. I'd be there. Remember that time you sang that one song? So awesome.
What did Angel say?
Angel's loving this song, by the way.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, Angel's like,
not?
yes!
Is that Angel or Ann Jizzle?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Same person.
Vinnie tried to hold my hand during this song.
Oh, jeez. Well, you have to. I mean, it's a reflex. You're in the chat room right now, Terry?
I am.
She loves it.
Right?
I do.
Wow.
getting hit on.
We can make a better day, ladies and gentlemen, if only we band together, but we ain't banding anything. Are you swaying back and forth in the chat room right now, Terry?
I want to do that, you know.
Okay.
And Jizzle says, for you and me.
No way you could get people to do something like this again.
I know.
Right.
Did they try?
They tried, and people were complaining about the food that was served, and everybody wanted this specific solos.
Where's
and
our
it didn't work.
royalty check?
And they want the gift bag.
Yeah, jeez.
No, it's really true. It's sad.
It's not good.
They fought over a solo on. They tried to remake the Do They Know It's Christmas?
The Band-Aid, yeah, the Band-Aid song.
Yeah.
And everyone wanted the Bono line, the famous Bono line. Well, tonight, instead, they all wanted Bono's line. So Bono said, well, why don't I just take it? And they said, well, you're too non-relevant. You're not as big as
you don't do enough charity work, dude.
Yeah. Right. No one's going to buy you being some philanthropist. Anyway, meanwhile, he's taking over the whole Gap story.
Yeah, he's like the most top 5 successful bands in the history of the world.
Right.
You're not relevant.
Okay.
Take a sidestep, Chief.
God. What else is going on in the world besides today being Great American Gas Out Day? Not exactly.
Well, and I got some sad news, actually, for the military. It looks like the Defense Department has announced
Hang on, Terry. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Has decided what?
Has decided to not allow access to any of its military personnel
to
MySpace, YouTube, and 11 other popular file sharing and networking websites.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
Well,
yeah.
So if the military didn't have it hard enough with doing the tour after tour after tour thing, now they can't even go on MySpace?
Yeah, I can't go on any of that. And in fact, one of she's a private first class. Her name is Amber Thill. She says that she's 20 years of age. She says that this is how most of us communicate. Her husband is overseas right now, deployed in Iraq, and that's how she communicates with
That's how she communicates with Big Buck in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Terry, while her husband's away.
Yo, Buck.
She's a big buck hunter.
Amber Thill is a Thill. Looking her up.
Yeah, Thill, yes. PFC.
MySpace has been restricted. It has been completely deemed as off limits to all military personnel.
Right.
They can't go to MySpace. What else?
Well, there's actually 11 altogether, but they named MySpace, YouTube. There's also
Terry, if 8th Street Latinas is on there, there's going to be a mutiny.
I don't think
8th Street Latinas on that list?
I don't see it. They have what I have so far is MySpace, YouTube.
You go to 8th Street Latinas, Terry?
No, I don't.
Oh, you're missing out. Join the club.
Meta Cafe, iFilm, Stupid Videos, File Cabbie, Black Planet.
Oh, they can't go to Black Planet?
No, can't go to Black Planet.
Terry, if you tell me Craigslist's on there, there's going to be an uproar.
Believe it or not, well, at least it's not listed here, but I'm sure it is.
All right.
High Five, Photo Bucket, Pandora, MTV.
Photo Bucket? They can't go to Photo Bucket?
Can't go to Photo Bucket.
So they know that
Not anymore. MTV.
Stronger and pray. Bring him to class.
Oh, boy.
Let him do a duet with Bob Dylan.
Hey, wheel him in. Don't eat the brownies that bring kids.
I know, no kidding. Willie and Bob would make you feel really good.
Who's the gaunt old geezer with the headband on? Get him the hell out of here before I lose any chance I had at a successful life. Man, poor first graders, Terry. Poor first graders being subjected to this. And now the military, as hard as they're working, they can't even go and put up a MySpace little blog? Is that the problem, maybe? They were putting up too many blogs that were deemed a little too, perhaps, truthful in some cases.
I'm in a foxhole right now.
Well,
I hate it here.
Yeah,
You mean
the
something like
military military officials say they blocked the websites because they took up too much bandwidth. That's, what they're saying.
The government has bandwidth issues.
Yeah.
What are you, in my apartment complex?
No.
Jesus.
Get FiOS.
Yeah, make it happen there.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi in the foxhole.
Is that because the Democrats cutting funding, Terry?
Right. Launching the shuttle, not a problem.
All right, hang on to that
Downloading the file quickly, can't do it.
Yeah, they're giving all kinds of excuses.
All right.
Bandwidth is a major problem for them.
Yes. It's hard to lay fiber down in the Middle East, I understand.
The T-Man Show.
Oh. So glad you joined us on Great American Gas Out Day, Terry. Today's the day the message is sent loud and clear to the gas companies. The American average Joe Schmo J Boo is not going to take it anymore, Terry.
That's right.
So think of that as you're driving to work and you're passing a gas station and you're seeing them lined up 7 deep with the tank. That this has certainly taken hold, and Joe, gasoline owner dude, is shaking in his boots. And yes, as we talked about, his wife shaking in her Manolo Blahniks, Terry. Their day is done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody put the nozzle down.
Oh, yeah. If only Terry could have listened to that back in the day. Anyway.
Ow, 5 kids later.
Yeah. Terry, you have a pile of stories over there.
Don't I?
And I'm assuming you're finding those stories to be very much worthy of making the program, as far as being of a level of interest that we absolutely want to hear what you have to say. As far as news of the day, what do you got, Cherry Free?
Got a story out of Toledo, Ohio. It happened on Mother's Day. A little brawl broke out in a nice little family restaurant called Golden Corral.
Oh, sounds real upscale, Terry. Yeah. Golden Corral restaurant in Toledo?
Yes.
Great buffet, I bet.
I bet. Yes.
It is a buffet.
You think?
Even the old country buffet people are like, oh, that's so ghetto.
I know.
When you put the word corral in your restaurant.
The Golden Corral restaurant.
The
and
Golden Corral
people were brawling on Mother's Day, Terry?
Yes. Unfortunately, what happened is...
someone took the last crouton?
No.
What?
A 56-year-old mother was there with her family, obviously, and was upset because a 1-year-old child with another family wouldn't stop crying
I'd
and
fight over
screaming.
the last crouton.
Really?
Yeah.
At a buffet?
Oh, yeah.
Crouton's not making my top 100 things I'm shoving in my throat.
If you're getting the salad, you need the crouton.
Who gets a salad at a buffet?
Wow, they've got a lot of things in their buffet.
I always start salad when I go buffet.
Yeah, that explains the
on
100-pound
their
difference, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
Get salad anywhere.
Apparently, the 56-year-old mother...
What happened? A kid was having a meltdown and
Yeah.
some busybody, nosybody family nearby was complaining about how loud the kid was?
Yes.
And the kid was what, 2 years
one
old, 1 year
was
old?
one, and
The people who complain about that are people who don't have kids, Terry. Because anyone who's ever had a kid is going to be sympathetic to the family that's dealing with a kid's meltdown in the restaurant. All right? Now, I have a kid that happens to be a great restaurant eater. He sits there, he's all quiet and all that stuff. So, and yet I can still sympathize with those that are in the midst of their 1 or 2 or whatever year old having a meltdown at a restaurant that I would never be combative with them. And the people that were saying things to the family that were trying, I'm sure, as best they could to get their 1-year-old settled down and had to deal with the comments from the nearby table, they had every right to start throwing right-hand crosses at that table, Terry. I'm sure they started, what, throwing food?
Chairs, punches.
Throwing their weight around?
Yeah.
Oh. And there's a lot of weight to be thrown around at the Grand Corral restaurant. What was the name of it?
The Golden Corral.
Golden Corral. I have a very strong feeling there's a lot of weight near that salad bar to be tossed around.
Not near there, really, but by the soft serve machine.
Oh, God, the soft serve machine.
Every good buffet has a soft serve machine nearby, Terry.
Well, apparently...
A lot of hot fudge.
When you put your mouth on the nozzle, they get pissed.
Oh, gosh.
And the sprinkles just look so appetizing when there's all kinds of nuts and caramel sauce all mixed in.
Right. It's just all one big concoction.
Yeah, you still eat it. I do. Can't deny myself the rainbow sprinkles. Okay, so
they have pot roast in their buffet.
Did
great?
Oh,
Settle
jeez.
down.
Steven's on their website right now.
Yeah.
Of course he is. He was probably on the website before he even read the story.
6 people were hurt, by the way, with minor injuries.
Nobody died?
Nobody died. More than 15 people got involved in this little altercation between the two families.
And it all started over a 1-year-old having a meltdown.
Yes, and the one woman asking the mother of this 1-year-old having a meltdown to, quiet down her child, and then when the child still wouldn't quiet down.
Could you quiet down your child? Oh, really? Is that what you want? Because I was trying to get him more amped up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the lady finally looked at the child and just told the child to shut up.
Really?
Screamed at the child.
Well, that's
shut up!
That's just asking. Luckily, no one brought a gun, which is probably one of the rare days no one brought a gun to the Grand Corral restaurant.
I know, they're
Golden, come on.
Golden Corral
the
restaurant.
Golden, the Grand Corral.
I like the Grand Corral.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds appetizing as well.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, 5
Any
people
corral.
were arrested. 10 Toledo police units had to break up the fight.
Either way, I have a feeling this is an okay corral.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Not on this day, though, because there were chairs flying. And this was an older woman who told this went to actually the kid's face and told him to shut up.
Yeah, 56-year-old Christine Lewandowski told the mother, first approached the mother of the 1-year-old, 24-year-old Sylvia Harris, to quiet down her young child.
Who did the...
Asking, 56-year-old, asked the...
And what was her name?
What is it, Christine Lewandowski?
I hate to make judgments here, but it sounds like a nice Polish woman trying to take in her Mother's Day, Terry.
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't want to be bothered by any snot bubble 1-year-old.
Right.
Shut your ass up! It's my day!
Trying to snort a Polish kielbasa up my nose right now.
Yeah!
Oh, my God.
Well, you don't have to be Polish for that, by the way.
The whole picture of that is kind of crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terry, you get twice the high if you snort it.
I guess
Packs
so.
a killer buzz.
Gets into your system a lot quicker.
Something tells me you've taken a Polish kielbasa up the nose. What point in your life, Terry?
A few times, I'm sure.
You know, back in the day when you couldn't put down the nozzle?
Yeah.
Got it.
Look at the size of her nostrils.
Oh, jeez. Terry has the build for it.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Terry, you do have some healthy nostrils there.
Oh,
geez.
man.
You don't need to widen them to prove our point, Terry. Terry is now going about her business by flexing her nostrils to make them 6 times the size that they originally were, which already set a record.
And I don't know why Vinnie has even got his eyes wide open, because his nostrils aren't exactly small
Well,
either.
I'm looking at yours, and for a black person myself, they're like 3 times bigger than mine.
I'm Filipino.
But 3 times bigger?
Wow.
She's got a bell pepper sitting on her face.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God. What do you call
Big
yours?
old bell pepper.
What are you printing out for me here, Pasty? You printing out what Steven's sending you? The buffet menu at the OK Corral?
Look at everything they have.
He wants to go to Toledo now.
Steven, if you need some time off, you're excused.
Reporting live.
They do have a lot on this.
It's pretty good, huh?
All right, easy. I'm not getting that giddy. Steven's getting really giddy.
Soup and potato bar.
Oh, watch out.
Not doing it for me. Go to a buffet and eat potatoes and salad. Jeez, what's wrong with you people?
What do you
Oh,
want?
baked potato. Oh, boy, I can never get this at home.
I'm just letting you know all of the things that they have.
What are the hot chisel suggestions for your next buffet?
You got to go where it stings them. You go right for the meat.
All right, so barbecue.
strips.
You go right for the barbecue pork spare ribs and the what else do they have here?
Take one bite off each and throw it away.
Macaroni and beef.
No, you stay away from the noodles. It fills you up too quick.
He's got it down.
Think
the science.
All right, this is where everyone has a specialty on this program.
Yeah.
Obviously, hot fudge Scott's specialty is how to maximize really doing damage to the buffet of choice.
You know, when they give you the little tiny bowl for the soft serve, go over and get the soup bowl.
So you're not going fresh steamed cabbage.
I'm going to pass on the fresh steamed cabbage, yes.
You're not going fresh vegetable trio.
So away from that.
You're going creamed corn. Are you going collard greens? Are you going Asian beans?
Something tells me the veggies have been there for a long time, sitting there waiting to be eaten.
Glazed sesame carrots. Wow, how could there be a fight at this kind of place, Terry?
I know. Great menu.
Are you going Asian pork roast? I think that's Terry's nickname. But
It is. How did you know?
not pot roast, but Asian pork roast.
Now we're talking.
And by the way,
kind of meat?
the Asian pork roast not far away from the awesome pot roast. It's actually
Awesome?
That's not my editorial comment. It says right here on the menu, awesome pot roast.
Awesome pot roast.
I'm looking for some kind of Chinese food or maybe some seafood.
Hey,
Well, they have seafood, yeah.
I don't come to the Golden Corral for just any run-of-the-mill pot roast. I hear you have the awesome pot roast. Am I hearing correctly?
Yeah, last year, sir, we had the sucky pot roast. We've upgraded.
Oh, you can't go wrong with the potato casserole.
Oh, my
no way, I'll
gosh.
pass on that, too. Jeez. Potato casserole.
Country fried.
Can't just all have.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Country fried steak.
Sure.
You can't just have all meat, though. I mean, you got to mix it up a little
Speak
bit.
for yourself.
Okay.
You mean you can't have all meat?
Yeah.
All right, so the kid got scolded by the
older woman.
The overzealous blue-haired lady on Mother's Day who wanted it to be such a special day for herself that this 1-year-old was ruining it for her, that she...
Went up to the little 1-year-old and said, "Shut up!
Did she get damaged, Terry? I'm assuming she got damaged. I'm sure the first punch was thrown at her.
Well, the mother of the 1-year-old, of course, lunged at her.
Lunged. It wasn't just a punch.
No.
Her whole body was thrown in the direction of the 57-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when the whole punches and chairs went a-flying.
Oh, yes.
And yes.
There's no video to be seen? No security cam vid that we can watch on YouTube or what?
No, I
don't think most restaurants have security cams.
No, I don't
Bob, someone's stealing a pea.
Hey, you got to protect the goods at the Golden Corral
Gotta
buffet.
protect the awesome pot roast.
You got to protect the pork steaks.
That sounds good.
And the poultry gravy.
Oh, yeah.
You got to protect the sirloin steak and the spaghetti pasta. Why would they put... Isn't that
I'm
like
telling you, they try to fill you up, man.
I understand, but isn't spaghetti say enough? The fact that it's listed as spaghetti pasta?
Not for Ohioans.
Yeah, it's the Midwest, man. It's Toledo. It's not the most cultural place in the world.
I understand, but don't you think they understand the concept of spaghetti there?
I would hope so.
So what exactly is spaghetti? Is that like a exotic beet?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Anyway, all right, what else is going on in the world, Terry?
Oh,
You
well,
gotta protect
actually...
the cheese sauce.
Oh.
That goes very nicely on the...
Everything?
Okay,
you're right.
On the squash medley.
Oh, yeah, squash. That's my favorite buffet item ever.
Got to protect the yams and apples.
Ooh, yum.
I think that's an interesting combination that they got there. Yams and apples.
Yeah.
They're wasting a lot of food.
Now we know what Steven's going to do with his day. He's going to combine. It's going to get
Yams.
really dangerous in the kitchen. Combine the yams and the apples.
Watch out, new recipe on his little site.
All right, what else is
on
going
his
on in the world,
blog.
please? I'm getting nauseous. What else is going on?
I have a little stat of the day for you. Actually, I have more than one if you'd like.
Oh,
but,
geez.
you know.
All right.
This is from Glamour magazine, actually. They found...
Glamour magazine is the dirtiest magazine in the world, Terry, and I can see that little twinkle in your eye. This is going to be something really dirty, isn't it?
No,
isn't
well,
it?
I mean,
isn't
sure.
it? Answer me!
Wow!
It's going to be really dirty? Let me set the tone, Terry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
The dirty anthem.
Oh, I love
Okay,
those.
no, I'm just kidding.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, what a Glamour magazine.
According to Glamour magazine's little study, they
Stat of the day. Am I going to get a chance to guess at something here?
If you'd like.
Want to turn this into a game show, Terry?
Sure.
You know how I love a good game show.
Yes.
All right, what am I guessing at? What am I going to win? Do I get...
You're actually going to guess about what women fantasize about.
Oh, I know what women fantasize about. I know what women fantasize... Want to know what women fantasize about, Terry?
Please tell me.
Awesome pot roast. Tamales, comma, beef.
All right, we're getting warmer.
Steak burgers.
Oh, ding,
Steak
ding.
burgers. That's what the cheese sauce is for, Steve.
Breaded butterflied shrimp.
Now we're talking, my friend. I love seafood in a landlocked state.
Oh, gee.
All right, what's the question of the day? What's the stat of the day, Terry?
Oh,
Come
I thought
on.
we were playing the game.
We are
but
playing
I
the
guess
game.
Not.
Put it in game show version.
What is, how should I put this? What is the number one thing that women fantasize about?
Kilbreath in an apron.
Whoa. Top 10, probably.
Mm-hmm. What? The number one thing? I don't know.
What's the number one
Fantasy that women have?
Sexual fantasy that a woman has.
Oh, sexual
Oh,
fantasy.
that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Stone
different.
Phillips. I don't know.
Oh, whoa. You want it?
No, I don't. Number one fantasy that women have is... Terry, you've put me on the spot, man. It's so many freaky things that are coming to my mind that are just going to really creep you out if I say it.
All right.
I can't even count on you that you actually are getting this right, by the way. So why even waste my guesses?
That should be the stat of the day.
Is it something as simple as a threesome?
Well, it's
that's
along
pretty
that
basic, Terry.
line.
All right.
Foursome.
Sevensome.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that? We'll just call it a whole big group thing.
Well, group thing, believe it or not, just implies a threesome, Terry. They believe it or not, you think a group is a whole hefty amount of people.
Right, you're right.
When you're
I do.
talking about group sex, that just means a third party
Oh, okay. Well,
by definition.
all right.
Okay?
Okay,
So
well-
what does it say? Does it say group sex?
Says group sex.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. Group sex means a threesome, Terry.
Okay.
Anything more than one-on-one is considered group sex.
Oh, all right.
That's not, maybe not where you come from, Terry?
Well, I just-
Maybe you got to pile on, Terry, for you
No,
to make it
I
a group?
just thought that a threesome was by itself, but
Nope.
I mean,
if you have a threesome, I would agree with you. I think a group has to be a group, and you don't have a group until you have at least 6 or 7.
Right. But, more than 3 for sure.
But by sexual definition, if you have a third party join in the fray there, that is technically considered group sex.
All right. Well,
good to know.
You didn't know that?
I thought group would be like 6 or 7 for some reason.
Yeah.
4 or more is what I was thinking.
Incorrect. 4 or more. As much as I agree with you all.
Okay.
Group sex means anything over 2. And that's why it's as popular. It wouldn't, if it was 6 or 7, it wouldn't be number 1 on the list there.
True.
Yeah.
Okay? Women are into threesomes more than they want to admit. It's their number 1 fantasy. Yeah. And maybe they should have been more clear in written threesomes, but Glamour likes to be a little bit fuzzy with her details. It makes things more exciting. And that's all that's Glamour's trying to do is excite people on the grocery store line and get them to buy the magazine. So instead of writing a threesome, they write group sex. Now, sevensome is still group sex.
Right,
But
right.
anything over 2 is group sex.
Wow. Okay. Well, because they're saying that 2/3 of women fantasize about group sex. And when I read that, it was more like, not the threesome, but I get where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
It's not being beaten with a cattle prod during sex, Terry. That's not the ultimate fantasy of the woman, Terry. Women are more graceful and gentle and loving than that, Terry. They just want the run-of-the-mill threesome. Is that what Glamour's suggesting?
Sure, I guess so.
Mm-hmm. Let me see that story.
Isn't Glamour like a magazine like our moms and grandmas read? I mean, isn't it kind of like... That seems a little racy for Glamour.
It's not Grandma's magazine anymore, baby.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
Trying to keep up with Cosmo, man.
Or Grandma's not Grandma anymore.
Yeah,
Grandma's...
Wow, look at this. Now, this is a little coincidental of a little stat that they throw out to have to digest here, to have to swallow. It says 69% of all the women that were surveyed by Glamour. The number they actually came up with was 69%, which seems a little too convenient to me, Terry. 69% of the women that they polled said they fantasize about having group sex. 69%?
Hey.
Hello?
I'm not Glamour.
Not 68, not 70? Sounds like, shady math to me. A little too fun statistic at the end of the day there when they were done with their homework assignment.
Oh, we'll get them with this one, Glamour.
Mm-hmm. Please. How do you have any credibility for this stupid magazine when they come up with 69% of women want to have group sex, Terry?
Well,
how do you read it as news? Who are you?
I'm a fraud, I guess.
Cheers. Glad you finally met it.
Was the editor Seymour Butts?
30% of women have fantasized about being spanked. All right, now we're moving along here. Yes. 27% of women fantasize about being in a porno movie, Terry.
27?
According to Glamour, if you believe what they're telling you, yes. They surveyed 12,000 women. So 12,000 women with a lot of time on their hands.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at me now. Plenty of time on my hands. Give me a poll.
I'm sure when Glamour calls you at home, Terry, you're sitting there answering all these questions. Oh, yeah, group sex? Yeah, all the time. Fantasize it. And group sex implies a tensome, right?
I'm sorry, hold on. Get the diaper off your brother.
According to Glamour's study, 27% of women have fantasized about being in porn. Now, Terry, would you be one of those 27% of the women that, according to Glamour, if you were to believe this carries over to the rest of the world, has sat back at one point in your life and wondered what it would be like to be taken down on film by Nick East?
Whoa!
Oh,
no, I can pretty much answer that as no.
Still very faithful. I'm still very loyal to Nick East, yes. What's that now?
No. I think that kind of stuff scares me.
Well, I'm imagining that if you actually had one moment in your life, and you've had a nice, healthy, long life at this point, Terry.
Yeah, I'm an old woman.
If you spent all of like 2 minutes at any point in your life just kind of kicking back on the sofa and thinking about what it'd be like to be in porn, Terry, then you're one of these 27% of women. You're going to tell me that's never happened? Is that what you want me to believe?
Yes.
Well, you're thinking about it right now because we're talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Ha-ha!
Okay, you're
Gotcha.
right. Oh, you busted me. Again.
By the way, Peter North turned 50 last weekend. Just a small nugget about porn for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I said Nick East, but who's counting?
Oh, I know. I'm just letting you know. Peter North. It was his birthday last week.
Mm-hmm.
While we're on old school porn, guys.
Okay. 20%, 27%, Terry, have fantasized. Now, maybe that means more than just kicking back for 2 minutes on the sofa and thinking about what it'd be like to be in a porn.
Yeah, see, when you word it like fantasize, it's a whole different ballgame to me.
So what allows you to reach the proportion of, well, I've done more than just thought about it, now I'm fantasizing about it?
Actually, if you envision yourself...
You actually get on all fours even though there's no one else in the room?
Well, I don't know.
Well, what? Crosses over the line from just thinking and actually fantasizing.
You're right. I did. I thought about it for all of 2 seconds. No, I have no interest in that because it doesn't sound appealing to me. It doesn't sound like a cool fantasy to me. However,
a good website for Terry.
But I think that that when you fantasize about it, you actually envision who you might be with and going what kind of positions, so on and so forth. Storyline. Yeah.
Well, if you're the delivery boy or whatever.
You like
more.
I love the stories.
I have a friend that told me he likes that too. Yeah, that's weird.
20% of women say they have regular fantasies about having sex with other women. I'm surprised that's so far down the list here. 1 out of 5, though, Terry, according to Glamour's study on... Aren't you like the way I wrestled this away from you, Terry? Now I'm reporting on it. According to the 12,000 women that Glamour surveyed, they didn't just have a little survey. They surveyed them, Terry.
Yeah, they did.
Because if I'm a Glamour poll taker, I'm surveying these women, and 20% of them said they have, regular fantasies about sex with another woman.
Ooh.
1 out of 5. Oh, here's the best stat of all, Terry. You ready for your stat of the day? This is your stat of the day.
Oh, jeez.
12, according to Glamour. This is not a T-Man little poll of the day.
Yeah.
According to Glamour Magazine, which most women have no problem with, right? No backlash against Glamour Magazine. Last I checked, anytime in the near past recent history, Terry.
The covers are still pretty
Prominently displayed?
Yes.
In all their glory?
Yeah, not wrapped in plastic or behind some black thing.
No glamour out.
Sounds like Terry's weekend last weekend.
According to Glamour Magazine, 12% of women have had a fantasy about being kidnapped.
Oh, really?
Really?
Weird.
Yes.
Oh, my God, that's kind of creepy.
It's a fantasy of a sexual nature, of a sexual variety, Terry.
Oh, really? Oh.
You twisted ladies.
That is twisted.
What are you going to do, have your way with me?
Wow.
Should I scream for help, or would it just be a futile effort on my part?
Wow, you
What kind of fantasy are you ladies having, man? We're just trying to figure out what kind of fantasies you're having.
Don't look at me. Although I am a woman, I'm not fantasizing that.
I fantasize my wife goes to bed so I can watch 24 unbothered.
Are you going to have your way with me, Mr. Kidnapper Man, before my husband sends the $1 million ransom?
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of fantasies are you twisted, berserk ladies having, Terry?
Ooh, take off that mask. Let me really see who you are.
I won't be able to pick you out of a lineup, don't worry.
Oh, better yet, keep it on.
It's bizarre, Terry. That's peculiar. That is dangerous behavior.
It is.
12% of the 12,000 women surveyed by Glamour Magazine responded by saying they've had a fantasy about being kidnapped. And something tells me it's not the kidnap where you're like thrown in the trunk of a car only to lead you to the dungeon where you get a scrap of food a day.
No.
This is a sexual kidnapping.
Yeah.
You ladies should be ashamed of yourselves. Are you ashamed of yourselves right now, ladies? Are you hanging your heads in shame? Well, hopefully not if you're driving. But
right.
Guys who are into kidnapping people should just randomly start calling people. You're going to hit one sooner or later.
Right.
Yeah, apparently you're going to hit 1 out of 8.
I'm from Glamour Magazine.
Now, because you fantasize about something doesn't necessarily mean you want it to happen.
Right, I understand
But
that.
fantasy...
But still, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, fantasy alone is bizarre. It's weird. It's crazy. You ladies are nuts. Wackos. So with those wacko ladies, please call us now at 1-866.
Go to your MySpace.
Oh, that's good.
663 T-Man and tell us why we're wrong and your fantasies are not making you a real wacky person. First, we'd have to hear every detail of your fantasy, of course.
Of course.
That can't be true, first of all, Terry.
That is really weird. That's
If you're to take what Glamour magazine is telling you, if you're to take them seriously, 1 out of 8 ladies is fantasizing about this. So 1 out of every 8 phone lines I have right now should be filled with a lady who can truthfully say, I fantasize about being kidnapped by some dark stranger or whatever. He was bright-eyed and who knows?
Right. It was his eyes. They were just...
Does he have a knife to your throat?
Whoa.
Well, what?
No, I know. It is, I agree with you. It is creepy and bizarre because that, whoa.
What's up with women, man? Kenny in Oakland, what's up with women, man? He's the first caller to call in on this subject, Terry. So I thought I'd give him this. Yes. Kenny in Oakland is the first one to dial in on this subject.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yes, Kenny. What are your thoughts on this?
Hey, man, it just sounds like to me that the stats sound kind of right to me. I mean, I've been single for years, and I've experienced a lot of things, and these women are getting freakier as time goes on. You know what I'm saying?
So you have no doubt that women are, as Glamour is suggesting, fantasizing about this kind of dangerous behavior.
Oh, most definitely.
1 out of the 8 women that Kenny kidnaps like it.
There you go. There you go. No, I'm not on the kidnapping stuff, man. I've had a girl tell me that one of her fantasies was, while having sex, to put a gun to her head. I'm like, that's not my thing. You know, I said, that's not me. I can't. That kills the whole mood there.
Somewhere.
That's wild. Very wild.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Kenny. Rashida wants to share her fantasy with us. Is that your name, Rashida?
Yes.
What can I do for you, love?
Here we go.
My fantasy is to have sex in a crowded restaurant.
Right on the buffet with the
with the awesome pot roast.
With the breaded butterfly shrimp.
Ooh.
Can you hand that over to me? I'm looking at it, please.
Kind of like more like a
with the escalloped apples.
And sit it on his lap.
Apples, yeah.
With the fresh with the fresh steamed broccoli just flying everywhere.
Sitting on his lap and feeding him, and a little something else going on that nobody else knows.
But now, sex in the crowded restaurant is a lot different than kidnapping fantasy.
Yeah.
All right.
No, definitely. Oh, yes, I agree. I gotta admit, that's pretty hot, though.
What's pretty hot?
The sex.
Having sex in a crowded restaurant.
Oh, she's still stuck on her fantasy.
Yes,
My fantasy rules, T-Man.
That's like worlds colliding.
Okay, we'll give you your time to laugh there. Sue Ann in Lakewood, go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Sue Ann.
Yeah, I fantasize about being kidnapped, but not actually being kidnapped by somebody I don't know. Role-playing with, my significant other, where he comes in and kidnaps me and ties me up. Is he in this with me?
In this fantasy? Is he your boyfriend, or is he a stranger in your mind?
He's a stranger in my mind.
Well, then that's the fantasy about being kidnapped by a stranger. It's your boyfriend doing it, fine.
Yes,
but you have a fantasy about being kidnapped by someone you don't know. Hence, a stranger.
Yes.
Twisted nut. MySpace.
That was a good fantasy.
What's so good about the that's...
Well, I can't deal with her, Terry, because she has her radio so loud in the background. She'll never know what's so good about her fantasy. You'll have to find out for yourself.
No, that's okay.
But all the fear has gone away if it's just your boyfriend doing it. I mean...
E in Concord, go.
Hello?
Yes, E.
E-Man.
Yes, sir.
This is E from Concord.
Oh, I was looking for Ian Concord. I'm sorry. Is Ian Concord around?
Yes, that's him.
Oh.
Hey, my girl had this fantasy that I broke into the house and took advantage of her. And pretty much she wanted the whole thing. She wanted to kind of fight me off and all that.
That's something we haven't even talked about, Terry. And I was thinking maybe wouldn't come up. I was trying to stay away from it. The rape fantasy cannot be denied at this point, Terry. It happens. It's even more twisted. It's even more bizarre. It's even more dangerous. It's a scary-like thing to talk about. But it's not just the kidnapping. Kidnapping, this is a fine line of the woman being Fantasizing about being taken against her will, Terry. This is very dangerous, not only to think, but to talk about, but here we are. Thanks to Glamour Magazine. Blame them. I'm just the messenger.
But see, if you have your significant other do it, it doesn't really impress me. Go stand in Central Park in a row.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Then we'll see how much your fantasy.
I do that all the time, by the way. Yes.
We'll see if you really have that fantasy.
Are you talking to women?
I'm talking to women. Yes. Doesn't count. A lot of guys. Boyfriend does it.
A lot of guys will take you up on that and just hang out in the park with a robe on.
I'm sure they will.
Mm-hmm. So how did that all work out for you? Was it a very satisfying moment for your girlfriend, or what?
She enjoyed it. It was different. It was different for me. You know, I fulfilled her fantasy, and you know, it was like I said, it was different.
Now, Terry, as we evolve as a society, as women get more and more successful, as women get more and more educated, yes, that is also true. They're going further in school than ever before in the past 50-some-odd years, Terry. Women are much more, yes, all those things. Successful, evolved, just, aren't we all as a society? Why then should there be an increase? Because there is an increase, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, in the amount of twisted-like fantasies like we're discussing right now.
I can't answer that.
The more and
I
more
don't know.
educated a woman gets, the more she wants to fantasize about being violated in such a dangerous and violent fashion. Come on, people. Come on.
That is pretty bizarre.
Mm-hmm. Look at this phone board.
Maybe it's
Look
a
at this
control
phone.
issue
Look at this phone board. The more women get control over their own destiny, the more they want less control in their fantasies.
Maybe so.
Aha! Wow. The balance of power.
Yeah.
I can't follow.
Quite the psychologist.
Why don't you pass that menu?
Look at this call board. I got this woman on the line who wants to talk about her fantasy of jail sex.
What?
It's probably not far away. I got Natalie who wants to talk about her rape fantasy. This is very.
That's really bizarre to me.
I don't even know if I should take these calls, Terry. Oh, of course I will. Let's take a break. Get that out of the way so we have more time to talk to these people and talk to them in graphic detail. And we'll be back right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Look at all these sicko ladies lined up, Terry. I love them. Love each and every one of them. Look at all these sickos lined up on the phone lines here wanting to tell us about all their fantasies now that Glamour Magazine has inspired them to feel the safety in numbers to come out and admit what they've been fantasizing about. I want to hear every detail of every caller that I have on these call lines right now, Terry. But time is short, and I got other things distracting me, like you just telling me the gay phone operator popped up in the Wild Space chat room.
He is. He is
So
there.
he doesn't call in because he's on the job.
Right.
So his employer can't notice as much when he's chatting as much as he can when he's on the phone line. Is that the deal or what?
Correct. Yes, that's what he's
He
claiming.
loves it. How gay is he, Terry? Sitting there just chatting away in the Wild Space chat room.
People are asking him how he's lost so much
Loves
weight.
it. He loves it. Oh, he's got such a diet plan. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Julie, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes, Julie.
How's
you
it going?
sound like a sicko to you, Terry.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Well, I did the rape fantasy, but it wasn't like all that bad or anything. But he did
All
carry
that
me.
bad.
Well, we had joked around how he always feels like he's the tough guy, and so.
What's the matter? Standard coitus ain't cutting it anymore for you, Julie? You got to fantasize about so much more to get yourself all worked up? Is that the deal?
No, but we were a little bit tipsy, and I thought I'd make him feel like a tough guy.
Oh, that's right. Blame it on the Royal Crown, Terry. Blame it on the alcohol, of course.
She's doing it for him, she said. She wants him to feel good.
This isn't like me to be fantasized about wanting to be raped by you, boyfriend.
No, I liked it. But he carried me into our bedroom and threw down on the bed, and I talked
See, that's not rape, okay?
No.
He whisked me up in the air and he carried me across the threshold. That's not the way I remember rape going down, Terry, okay?
Taking me to dinner.
He down. He backhanded me a couple of times.
Oh, my God. But you saw his face the whole time. And
You
you
probably
knew.
it was
opened
fun.
up your mouth. All right.
It was fun.
Let's see here. That goes under the heading of I would guess, the 12% of women, Terry. I think that Glamour didn't have the guts to come out and say that women have rape fantasies. They had the guts to say pretty much everything else. 30% of women fantasize about being, fantasize about being spanked. 69% of women fantasize about group relations. 27% of women have fantasized about being in porn. And they write it this way. 12% of women have fantasized about being kidnapped. I bet you that's their little crafty way of saying exactly what all these women, all these sickos, I love them, are lined up right now on the lines to say. And you're just one of the many, Julie. Thank you for the call there.
You're
in
welcome.
Kent. Yes, Julie in Kent checking in. Wendy in Shelton is on the air. Yes, Wendy.
Hey, T-Man, how are you?
What up?
Nothing much. Hey, I'm calling about the whole fantasy thing.
Yes.
You all can't tell me, well, maybe you, T-Man, but
What is?
tell me how hard it is to be taken control of, to be kidnapped, and just some guy just
Terry's
telling
cringing.
you what to do.
No,
Terry, if she could see your body language right now, you are cringing, you are curling up in a little ball, you are not believing or feeling what this caller is saying at all.
Because the thing is, as even Hotshot is, and you both have said, it's really not the fantasy when it's somebody you actually know. I mean, if it actually happened to you.
So doing it with your boyfriend and
that doesn't count.
It's fraudulent.
That doesn't count. You actually have to
take
a leader against your will.
Yes,
really,
you do.
The thing is
To
that
really
they're
know
talking
what's
about
going
the
on there.
fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying
if that's such a thrill and so exciting to have just some guy.
Leslie in Fairfield, go ahead.
Hey.
What's up? How you doing?
Hey, something I'm good. Something else, I was going to talk about the rape fantasy because I think that's a big one. But another thing that they did not hit on is the gangbang fantasy.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa, dude.
I never really wanted to be a gang member, but
No.
The fact that you're fantasizing about this caller being a dude, Terry. That is very telling.
I call my wife.
I am a girl.
Yes. All right, tell us more. Yeah, tell us more.
Oh, I want to know from the listeners how many women out there want to have sex with more than.
How many men do you fantasize about when you get into this gangbang mode? How many men pile on Leslie?
I figure the perfect number would be 5.
Mm-hmm.
5.
6 is too much, Steve.
Yeah.
And 4 is just not enough fun for me. Is that what you're saying, Leslie?
4 is not enough. 6 is too many.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what Bob and Carol are doing this weekend.
Yeah, are you picturing it like in some frat or something?
Oh,
that
geez.
kind of situation, or
Are these frat boys? Terry wants to know. Or where do you find these?
No, they're not frat boys.
Where are you finding these 5 men?
They got to be like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, there's only 4. How many of them are there?
I don't have no idea.
I just saw them last week. Are there 5?
There used to be, at least. I don't know.
D in Emeryville, real quick. Time is. I'm up against a hard break, Terry.
Oh, yeah,
that's not just a fantasy. Yes, D. Go ahead.
Hey, about the other lady that called in before,
Yes.
I could agree. I could agree with her about the kidnap fantasy.
Look at Terry, just cringing. Yes.
No. I could relate. Relate because I read books, some thriller books, where the kidnapper is a handsome guy, yet he's not all bad and he's not.
So the kidnapper has to be, the rapist has to be good looking.
Yeah, Fabio. That's who he has to be.
I can't believe it's not Boto when I rape you.
Right.
I can't believe it's not
He
KY.
doesn't have bad intentions.
Oh, he doesn't have bad intentions.
Here, let me
Other
take
than
you
raping
against
you.
your
Well,
will.
rapists by definition really do kind of have bad intentions,
Not
one
good.
may say. I can't believe we're discussing all these ladies' fantasies in this sicko fashion, Terry, on Great American Gas Out Day.
I know. We've lost our focus.
How many other great American out things have we had? Like Smoke Out and what else?
Yeah.
Cookout.
Oh, maybe that's just your family.
The T-Man Show.
Oh, you know we are. You know we are. Gay phone number still in the chat room, Terry?
He is.
Oh, please. So lame. Not being in the chat room, Terry, because I like to, every once in a while, jump in the chat room myself. But the fact that he's in while he's on the job.
Oh, he said, be right back.
And he's a 37-year-old gay man.
Uh-oh.
From the Northwest who's in a chat room was specifically designed for people in the Bay, Terry. Mm-hmm. People in the Northwest, really, if I'm in the Bay, I'm a little annoyed that people in the Northwest are jumping in my chat room.
Well, no, it has been. This morning I've noticed that there's, he's not the only one from the Northwest, and yes, you're right. San Francisco Bay Area is a little irritating.
And they should be, Terry, because that's their chat room, and let KUBE get their own chat room. Wild has their chat room. I told KUBE to get on the stick, get their own space.
Yeah, that was one of the questions this morning.
The stick, actually? We haven't been seeing it for years.
When is the Northwest getting one?
No, you're allowed in, Terry, because you're doing your deal, representing both areas.
Correct.
And you do it quite well.
Oh, thank you.
Even though everyone hates you everywhere.
I know.
Soapbox Terry.
Soapbox
Are you kidding? That's just the people that call in and speak out. The predominant amount of people listening love Terry Be Free.
You're not listening.
Now give me one of Terry Be Free's wonderful morning show stories. What do you got?
Well, ABC apparently has decided to get rid of George Lopez's show. And replace it with the Geico Caveman show.
Oh, there it is. No one wanted to be the show that got taken off of the Geico Caveman people. Or cavemen.
Cavemen, yep. But it looks like that has happened.
Embarrassing as that is, and it has to be George Lopez. Yeah. George Lopez has put in a lot of good time with the network, whatever network he was with. NBC, ABC? Mm-hmm. He deserves better.
Yeah, he's hot about it.
He's not happy.
Really upset.
Speaking out about it?
Oh, yeah.
Good. He shouldn't sit back and take it like a good soldier like they would want him to do. Good. I'm glad he's speaking out. He's been doing his show for what, 7 years?
Something like that, yeah.
7 years. He had a good run for ABC. I'm sure he made them good amounts of money. Mm-hmm. And now his ratings probably slip because people have seen every little funny thing that he's doing, and people get tired of something after 7 years. So it's time to move him along, but show him a little respect and not replace him with the cavemen. Mm-hmm. No one wanted to be replaced by the Cavemen show, and they have to pick George Lopez, of all people, the guy who's put in good service for that network?
Yeah. Think of the wacky hijinks that'll go on with the Cavemen.
Yeah, the Cavemen show is really going to be a blockbuster, let me tell you. Oh, I'm sick of the commercials, Terry.
I know you
can only imagine how great their show's going to be.
Oh, if the Gecko gets a show, definitely watch it.
It's not going to be like 8 years from now. We're all going to be going, oh, the Cavemen show is still #1. Yeah. Oh, were they funny last night? Did you see the Caveman last night? Oh, water cooler talk like crazy, Terry. The Caveman show is blowing the doors off the joint. Come on.
Yeah, they got mad at somebody for being rude to them?
The Caveman show is a guaranteed 1 year and done show.
Yeah, not even that.
It won't even make it. Joey's going to laugh at it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Do you want to hear what he told the
Joey,
LA Times?
That was a show.
Jeez, I did too. That's great.
Yeah, I would like to hear what George Lopez has to say after being replaced by his own network by the Cavemen.
Yes. This he told to the Los Angeles Times, quote, TV just became really, really white again. I get kicked out for a caveman and shows that I outperformed. So a Chicano can't be on TV, but a caveman can.
Oh, geez.
He goes on to say, and a Chicano with an audience already, you know when you get in this, that shows do not last forever, but this was an important show, and to go unceremoniously like this
I don't know if this is the way he was saying it, Terry. But anyway, thanks for the story. George Lopez is the most successful TV actor since Ricky Ricardo, Terry. All right? And this is the way they treat him at the network?
Yeah, he's not happy.
They didn't treat Ricky Ricardo like this. What kind of crap is this? I'm telling you, no one in television land wanted to be replaced by the Cavemen.
No.
It's embarrassing, and they could have picked a show that obviously doesn't have a person in the limelight like George Lopez or anyone. They could have picked. They have a lot of stupid shows on ABC. They could have. They could have gotten rid of and spared the embarrassment of being the one that gets replaced by the Cavemen.
Wait till you hear. According to Jim, was picked up again.
How many years was George Lopez's show on? Does anyone have that information? What years did George? He started, I would think, in around 2002.
Yeah,
that's what I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right.
So he's been on. No, probably I think he's been on about 6-7 years. So I'm going to say in 2000. I'm going to say he started in 2000. 2001.
Well, he also says that ABC told him that they were dropping the show for financial reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Cavemen aren't asking for as much money.
Right.
You live in a cave. How expensive can it be?
Right. It's pretty sad, man.
Yeah. Apparently.
Steven, the George Lopez show began when?
In 2002, when it ran 6 seasons.
So 6 seasons.
Yes.
All right. And this is the way it comes to an end.
Mm-hmm.
George... Yeah. Can you come in the office here?
Go ahead, have a seat. Sit down.
And bring all your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not feeling the buzz on your show anymore, so you got to clean out your locker and give it to these dudes.
Locker? These guys.
Yeah.
They got to share a locker.
That's right.
Times are tough at ABC.
They're a very close-knit group. Yeah. They only need one locker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, during its time on the air, it has been given 4 different time slots in 5 years and has had to go up against American Idol. So
yeah, you're not going to do very well against American
No, so of course.
The Great American ABC out. It's coming up.
Uh-huh. All right. I think it's pretty disrespectful.
There might be hope, though. I mean, they brought Family Guy back. It was unprecedented, You can bring shows back now, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So hang in there, George.
Comedies don't get good ratings anyway.
He did rip them, though.
I'm not saying that there comes a time for every show to move on, okay? I'm not saying that maybe this wasn't the time for George Lopez's show to move on. But show the guy who's done good work for you over the past 6 seasons a little respect.
That's what he said in his quote, too. He knew it would come to an end, just not like this.
Just don't replace him with the caveman.
Yeah.
That's got to sting.
All right?
It's like the people that got replaced by Alf.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you ask Max Headroom what he's up to these days?
Right.
Man. 1-866. What are they saying in the chat room on that, Terry?
They want to get rid of, what is it, according to Jim?
They have their own suggestions?
Yeah.
They got called.
They did, for sure?
Okay, phone up.
Yes.
So he won't answer our calls, but he's attending to people in the chat room right now. Is that right? What a traitor. He would sell us out for the caveman any day. Mm-hmm. If the caveman radio show would make him a regular, he'd sell us out in a heartbeat.
We're sorry. Your call did not go.
Well, that's because I didn't dial yet.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Hi there. I'm Christopher's personal assistant. God, I am so lucky. He is so hot.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, he's on his way to the phone right now, but wanted you to enjoy this.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this is a little audio from last night's activity.
Hi, you've reached Christopher. I'm not able to take your call right now. If you leave
He
your
says,
name and
my
number,
phone is
I will
ringing.
call you back as soon as possible. Thanks.
Is he going to answer his phone? Can you alert him in the chat room that it's me calling and I would like to speak to him? Is that something you can make him aware of or what?
Oh, geez. He even has a little sign up and everything. Jeez. Hold on, I'm getting there.
Are you getting through to him or
No,
not?
I'm having issues right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having issues trying to log on.
Terry, come to the office, please.
Okay.
You're being replaced by the cave woman.
Okay. I guess it's about time, right? I got to move on.
No, it'll never be your time. Unlike everyone in the TV world, Terry, you got a lifetime deal with me, baby.
Oh, thank
but
you.
I ain't lasting a lifetime, that's for sure.
So that's quite the deal.
Yeah.
See you next year.
Mm-hmm. The day I get sick of this, you're done.
Okay.
Oh, yes. No, we can go anywhere. Anyhow, you're right. It'll be Terry in the chat room.
Yeah, we'll be.
Hey, didn't you used to be Terry Free? Anyway.
I used to be.
Well, all right, so what is he saying? Is he going
Well,
to
now we're having issues, so I just told Ann Jizzle to, chat with him real quick.
I don't know.
Hi there. I'm Christopher's personal assistant. God, I am so lucky. He is so hot.
Who did he get to do this for him?
I don't know.
He actually
Hi,
sounds
you've
really
reached Christopher.
nice.
I'm not able to
You
take
pay
your
like
call
$3
right now.
for
If you leave
Oh,
your
it's a
name
service?
and
It's like a
number,
ring.
I
Yeah,
will
it's like
call
a
you back.
ringtone or whatever.
He says he can't pick up personal calls.
Oh, but he can chat
in the chat room
all morning long on the job. He can chat away, but he can't pick up personal calls on the job.
Apparently not.
It's wonderful how corporate America has kind of evolved, isn't it?
Yeah.
People can just sit there mindlessly chatting away with strangers galore.
Right.
But heaven forbid they should pick up a phone call from someone they know. 1-866-663-T-Man. Let's go to Judy in Olympia. You are on the air. Toll free. 1-866-663-T-Man. Yes, Judy.
Yes, I have a comment about the girl before you went to break,
Oh, yeah.
who was talking about that she had fantasies about being raped.
Well, which one, Judy? There were like 6 of them that I put on the air, not to mention all of them that were holding on the line when we were talking about that. Yes, Judy.
Well, when I came on to the show, when I was listening, there was a woman saying that her and her boyfriend played it out.
Right.
And I don't think it's right. I don't understand it.
Well, all that conversation got started by Glamour Magazine's article that points out...
I heard that.
Yes.
I heard all that. I just don't understand why women would want even to fantasize about something
these ladies
so
aren't
horrible.
They're not really fantasizing about what they think they're fantasizing about. They're not really fantasizing about being raped when their boyfriend is, as she pointed out, whisking her in the air and throwing her on the bed. They're just like, all they're basically saying is they like their sex maybe a little bit rough on a given night. They're not really talking about rape. You heard that call. You heard those calls. They're not willing to walk down a bad neighborhood street with a sign on their back that says, I'm drunk, and a short skirt. They're not willing to do that. They're not willing to really put themselves in any kind of jeopardy of being raped.
Well, yes, but don't get me wrong. I like it rough every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Here now, the truth coming out from Jenny.
Why would you want to even imagine? Like, she said that her boyfriend, slapped her across the face a few times.
These
No
women
way.
don't know what they're talking about. And don't pretend like you don't like a nice slap every once in a while. Maybe especially when you deserve it. Of course, if you like... So what is your rough sex like? If you're not being thrown around or slapped around a little bit, what does your rough sex entail?
Well, I mean, getting my face slapped, no. Maybe my ass? That's about it.
Getting your ass slapped has a lot of dignity to it, but your face slap, Terry, that is below the belt, so to speak.
Right. Funny.
Oh, my God.
She's got her esteem, Terry, in check, that she'll be willing to be slapped right on the anus.
Right.
Whoa. But as far as her face, oh, no, you don't do that to Judy in Tacoma or in Olympia.
Yeah, no.
All right, Judy, I'm glad we can get that straight. You are a high and mighty woman.
meet a lot of Judys anymore. It's kind of a dying name.
How old are you, Judy?
I'm 22.
Thanks for holding your end of the bargain of keeping the Judy dream alive.
You're like a spotted owl.
Yes. You're like a praying mantis.
Yeah, after I'm done, I bite their heads off.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's what a praying mantis does, right? Right.
I don't know. But I know I know one time I was about to kill one, and a man who I didn't even know was I was about to step on one. Yeah, I had no idea. I thought it was an exotic cricket, and a man over my shoulder was like, "Dude," well, I don't think he said "dude," but he said, "Son." I was young at the time. He said, "Do you know there's a $150 fine for killing one of those?" I was like, "Killing one of what?" It's like those, that praying mantis.
Really?
They were endangered at one point?
Yeah.
A bug?
A bug? I know.
It's more than just your average bug.
I wish bees would be.
Yeah, something you could just kill with your shoe shouldn't be.
So you're saying a praying mantis is not an endangered species anymore?
I don't. No idea.
Is it off the list? How do you get off the list?
I don't know.
You got to have lots of group sessions at your house and start reproducing, man.
Yeah. Set that mood music, the mood lighting just right, and before you know it, you're off the endangered species list.
Those whales have some big time parties.
Judy, I thank you for the call.
Thank you so much.
Good job getting your ass slapped.
All right.
Yes. When is your next session scheduled for with this? You have a boyfriend, right?
Yes.
You serious with him? You liking him? You're into him? You feeling him? What's the deal there?
Actually, me and you already had a conversation about this.
You're getting sick of him like viewers have gotten sick of George Lopez to the point where he got replaced by the caveman. Is that right? Are you getting sick of your boyfriend? I can sense it. I can hear it in your voice.
No, I love my boyfriend.
Whatever. Save it for the Air Force. Anyway, that's a line from Officer and a Gentleman, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Save it for the Air Force. Save it for the Air Force. Because they're Navy people. Anyway, I don't know really how that applied in this conversation.
All right, Stephen, love up the side. Come on. Make it happen. Picking up Terry in my arms right now.
Anyway.
If you're ready, I got it.
Yes, that's some women's idea of rough sex. The last scene of Officer and a Gentleman. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Judy, you hate your boyfriend.
No, I don't hate my boyfriend.
You gonna have sex with him tonight or what?
Actually, we had sex this morning.
Really?
Yes.
Well.
I won't see him till this weekend.
Mm-hmm. How'd that go for you?
It went great.
On your typical Tuesday scale of sexual needs, did he meet the highest of expectations or what?
Of course, because it's always all about me.
Uh-huh. So you're the one who pretty much puts out the brunt of the effort. Is that right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You have to depend on yourself. You have to rely on yourself to make sure that your needs are met, more or less. Is that what you're getting at, or what?
Well, he is older than me.
Oh, you can't expect much from an old guy, right? How old?
Well, me and you and Terry and everybody already had this conversation. He's 43.
Oh, that was a whole different call you made to the program then, huh?
Yes.
You go out with a 43-year-old guy?
And again, how old is she?
She's 22, Terry.
Whoa.
Somebody's got daddy issues.
Mhm.
We talked about him.
And she had Tuesday morning sex with her 43-year-old boyfriend.
Tuesdays with
On
Maury.
the gas out day. On the Great American Gas
That's exactly
out.
right.
Wow. And that was good for you, Judy, or what?
Of course.
You recommend your sex with a 43-year-old man on a Tuesday morning highly, or what?
Well, if they know what they're doing, then...
And you're a 43-year-old
good.
guy who's been around the block enough to know what he's doing.
Exactly.
Angel said that lasted 2 minutes.
No, actually, it didn't, Terry.
I didn't say it. I'm just telling
Yell
you.
at her.
3 minutes.
Terry's just reading comments from the chat room. She's very wired into the Wild Space chat room.
Wired in Wild Space.
And so is your 43-year-old man right now.
He just invited me over.
And Hot Shot's going.
Someone else has daddy issues, too.
Judy, well done. Well done. I guess.
Thank you.
Kind of gross, really.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, you realize how gross your sex is, right?
I personally don't think it's gross. Age is just a number, and that's it.
Blah, 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 blah,
Okay.
blah.
Thanks, R. Kelly.
Mhm.
Whoa. Who likes 15-year-olds?
So, you're not interested in finding a normal kind of boyfriend?
Yes, I am, but, I mean, I'm perfectly happy right now.
I mean, that translates to she must be really chubby. She must
No.
be really hefty, Terry. How?
I'm gorgeous, thank
Oh,
you.
jeez. How?
Look at you before on him.
How hefty are we, Judy?
I'm 190.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they never
I'm
mentioned
not-
that.
And how tall?
Mm-hmm. How tall? 5'3"?
7'8".
I am 5'6".
If you're an inch under 7'8", you're no good.
I'm very height weight proportionate, though.
You're what?
I'm 5'6.5".
5'6". Well, that's beautiful, Judy.
Looking for an O-line coach for my football team. Maybe.
Oh, jeez. Now, did you...
It's mostly in my top half that's the
Oh,
heavyweight.
that's the best place for it. Now, did you, how can I phrase this that will be acceptable by today's standards, Terry?
How about you just don't say it?
No, I'll say it. I'll figure a way if it takes me all morning, and I don't have much of the morning left. Did you... Maybe I'll just move on, cut my losses.
I'm dying to know now.
Well, say it and then dump it, because she'll hear it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
idea.
way to go, Stephen. You're
Steven's the
on
dump expert.
Did you oralize your man this morning? Oh, I can't say that on the air.
Oh,
Answer the question. Did you? Yes or no? I had to dump it so no one knows what I asked. Yes or no?
What did you? I didn't hear what you
Oh,
said.
come off
There's
it.
too much
Crazy
going
woman,
on.
my gosh.
Angel heard it and he thought it was funny.
Put it in blatant terms. Actually, I probably could have been there very easily. I was trying to make a bigger deal than it was. Anyway, Joey, thanks a lot for the call.
Thank you, T-Man.
Yeah, I know you're late for breakfast.
She said it's all in the top part, though. I'm sure her boobs are 90 pounds.
Well, we're all late for breakfast here. I'm late for breakfast.
I call my tummy the top part, too.
She's a beautiful woman, Terry.
Right.
And she has picked the 43-year-old man out from all the others that she could be with right now.
Yes. He satisfies her in every way, shape, and form.
Mm-hmm.
Folding his walker and putting it in the back of her car.
Oh, jeez. I like Judy. She sounds like a confident woman. Did
Yes,
you hear
she
a
does.
confident woman on the line, Terry?
absolutely.
I heard
Absolutely.
a confident woman having a conversation with me on the phone just a second ago, Terry.
Yes, very comfortable. Who she,
Very,
with who she is.
there's something very appealing and sexy about a woman who's got this unbelievable amount of confidence, especially when she's having sex.
Mm-hmm.
Because I watched a video the other day.
Oh, geez. I don't know. if
From
I
a
wanna know
listener.
about- You did? You got one from a listener?
Oh, yeah, Terry. The one we were talking about from Wisconsin.
really?
Yeah, she just emailed it to me, yeah. And I watched her in action, and let me tell you this. She was able to perform on her boyfriend with this unbelievable look of confidence that was really turning me on,
Did
baby.
she, like, stare in the camera? And...
No, she wasn't staring at the camera. She was just very comfortable with the way she was having sex.
Wow.
And I could see that a mile away. But I got my face right up to the screen anyway.
How come we didn't get pictures of Judy then? Come on, they're 190. We don't ask for MySpace.
Oh, I don't know.
Discriminating over here.
No.
I didn't know you were trying to move in on the 43-year-old.
I am.
Uh-huh.
Show him
Well,
what's up.
Judy will call again. She's, I guess, somewhat of a regular caller, and we'll next time make sure that you get your
Thank you,
pictures.
sir.
or you could send them directly to Hotshot through the TManShow.com.
Absolutely, you could.
Judy or any other 190-pounder out there?
586.
Thanks, Carl, for the pictures. I love it.
www.thetmanshow.com has been a new and revamped T-Man Show website. If you haven't been to the new T-Man Show website, you should go now.
Great. My website's going to turn into Jenny Craig. 190-pounders invading everywhere.
You asked.
I did.
And you'll love it.
CJ in Santa Clara, you're next up, CJ.
T-Man.
Yes, CJ.
Hey, first time calling, buddy.
What took you so long? Hey, Jay!
Whoa.
Let's butt it. Yes, go ahead, CJ, yes.
Hey, first of all, tell Terry I said hello.
Hi.
Terry, CJ says hello.
Oh, hi, CJ.
What can we do for you, CJ?
Well, basically, you guys are talking about the girls
Turn your radio down.
about being raped.
CJ, turn your radio down, please.
How's that?
Yeah, it's much better. Go ahead, yes.
All right. So before when me and my girl go down to have business, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like how you do that.
Oh, jeez. I was hoping you'd say that. maybe we should get together in the chat room.
I don't know, man.
Have gay phone operator mediate.
Whoa.
Go ahead, yes. Say what you want to say.
So, she's laying in bed, and then she says, so you're going to rape me now?
Oh,
It's
jeez.
like, it's not really being raped.
It's not really rape.
Yeah.
Women are frauds. That's what we're understanding more today than ever before. And we knew it before. Women don't know what they want. They don't know what they need. They don't know who they are. They don't know where they're going.
Whoa, now.
They don't know where they've been.
Oh, back up. I think they do.
But I love them more than anything in the world. Anyway.
Yeah.
CJ,
I think it's just that they like to be handled. You know?
And you're just the guy for the job. Is that right, CJ in Santa Clara?
Yes. Well, I get the job done.
When it comes down to the handling of a woman, exactly how she wants to be handled in that rough kind of fashion, CJ is perfectly built for the job.
Guys named CJ seem really tough.
In every way.
Yes.
Let's keep it on point, okay?
On point.
Oh, okay.
All right. Tell that to your blue pill.
Easy now.
Okay.
I'm only 22. I don't need that yet.
All right. Got another year to go, CJ. Don't worry about it.
Desperately anticipating.
By the way, a lot of 22-year-olds are taking Viagra just as much as anyone else out there.
Right.
Well,
Actually, I did take it one time, and it really didn't.
Now he feels comfortable to tell us the truth. I was lying. No 22-year-old take it.
You're endorsing your wiener problems. You can't get enough.
Dysfunction problem.
Small, too.
Thank you for the call, CJ.
No problem. Thanks, T-Man. Bye, Terry.
Oh, geez.
Bye.
I think he's in love with you, Terry.
Wow.
Sounds like it.
He wants to use a blue pill on you.
You won't need it with Terry.
Whoa.
You don't have to snort that sucker.
Yeah, I'm taking those through the website, too.
Do you want to know what Christopher is saying these days?
Blue pill in your nose, Terry. Be like a whale in a Tic Tac. What's that out here?
My nose alone.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's just coming. Yeah, go ahead. What
I was going to tell you that
Yeah.
Christopher was trying to talk about John in the chat.
Oh, he
Obsessed
loves
with
it.
him.
That's
Loves it.
ridiculous.
Yes. Talking about how he
Sad.
was seen outside of some club.
Okay.
Nobody cares.
I know.
The only one who cares is gay phone operator. Despite everything he'll tell you. All right, fair enough.
Can't wait for the wedding, though. That'd be
The T-Man Show.
I'm definitely not going to go as far as say sick and twisted, Terry.
What?
I'm not ready to just throw out there that he's definitely sick and twisted.
Can I?
That's fine, I guess. But he's a lot more than a flirt.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
It was never proven, by the way, that girl that was urinated on in that clip that we all saw was 14, Terry. It was never proven. Otherwise, the guy would have definitely been behind bars. But...
Or that it was even him, right? It was his brother.
Right.
So then it's okay if it's your brother.
Well, it's okay if she's 18 and she wants a little whiz in the face. You know, come on.
Whoever it was won the Peabody Award that year.
Not the Clio. Anyway, Brianna in San Francisco wants to have one of the final words this morning as far as the radio portion of the show is concerned, Terry. The radio portion, not taking into consideration the after show, which isn't far away.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yes, Brianna. What's up, baby?
Hey, guys. Hi, Terry. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Man.
Good. Terry, I wanted to ask you a question. How is it to have an older man? Because, I'm 21 and my boyfriend's almost 50.
What?
Oh, jeez. All right. We thought the last call was a little warped with her 22 and 43-year-old boyfriend difference there. You're how old, Brianna?
21.
21, and your boyfriend's 50?
He's almost 50. He's 47.
Good for
him. He's 47. He's almost 50. He's knocking down 50's door there, Terry.
Wow, the Ferrari's right around the corner.
Now, what do you get out of a 50-year-old boyfriend, Brianna? How long you been seeing the 47-year-old?
For about 2 years now.
Are you hoping maybe to get in his will? I mean, what are you hoping to get out of this relationship? What do you get out of it from?
He buys me everything, but the thing is like, he's been helping me for like hella long, but the thing is his sex is not that great.
All right, so there you go. That's a reasonable answer. That's the best answer she honestly could have gave. T-Man, I want a guy who's going to take care of me financially. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to hide it. This guy steps up to the plate with the bucks, and all I got to do is be a loving girlfriend, and I get this, that, and the other thing.
He's taking care of me.
And he's taking care of me so it's just your classic old school sugar daddy kind of relationship. Right or wrong, Brianna?
Yeah. He works for the Madonna Senior Center, and he works for St.
He
Anthony.
doesn't work for them. He's part of them.
Isn't he the director or something, maybe?
He's like...
He's the captain of the bridge team.
Mm-hmm. So you're not being satisfied sexually by this guy, and you're wondering, are you allowed to... I'm sure you could easily pull the wool over, and that's what they wear, Terry, the wool over a 47-year-old man's eyes by cheating on him, right? I mean, you're a young, kind of sleeky, kind of 21-year-old, right? You can shift and turn and dodge and...
No, all he does is want me to just sit there so he can eat me out, and that's all.
Okay. That's not good. Yes, we can't air what that was all about, but...
he does sound hungry.
It's good to know that the 47-year-old has that kind of...
ability.
They serve that at the old folks' home, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's the early bird special.
Standing room only, baby.
I bet.
The terminology she used to describe that situation cannot be aired.
Correct.
Given today's FCC climate, the overzealous, by the way. FCCC, add an extra C for sensitivity, Terry. Even though it's spelled with an S.
Oh, jeez.
Kensitivity works.
Yes. But that was very interesting there, Brianna.
Wow.
Maybe you're getting more out of the relationship than we thought.
Well, but she sounded bored, though.
She is a bored woman, Terry, and she realizes that she's the laughingstock of her block, but she's getting showered with cash.
But
so that's hard. That's hard to just turn away. After a while, you get sick of that? No.
Well, it sounds like, though, that she has finally reached her point where she kind of is.
What I was suggesting is, why didn't she just cheat on him? It's not like he's going to be able to keep up with her as far as all the moves the 21-year-old could pull off, Terry, and being all crafty like that. He's 47. He's got to protect his hip.
And his knee.
Can't be chasing after her everywhere she goes.
Wow.
47, man.
Is that what I'm going to want to do when I'm 47?
I'll tell you what, there's a hot little 21-year-old that wants me to shower her with cash. I'm hoping I still have it and don't gamble it all away.
Right.
I'm the first to do it.
Are you?
Do the things that she described he's doing to her. I don't want to do that, though.
The whole time?
You shouldn't have to when you're that old.
Yeah, if you're putting out the money, you shouldn't have to do that on top of that.
Right.
You should get that.
Yeah. Steven's finally. Yeah. Me and Steven.
He is dirty.
First time ever on the same page.
Whoa, Steven.
Steven's prepared to be a 47-year-old with money with a 21-year-old girlfriend. He knows what he's got coming to him.
It doesn't matter to Scott because he's done at 40.
That's right. I'm out.
That's right.
I bow out, hanging up the cleats.
And if you're the 47-year-old who's got the 21-year-old girlfriend and you're showering her with cash, you shouldn't then have to go below, yo-ho.
Oh, right.
Right.
No, she used much more graphic terminology, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you really didn't even pick up on that. But anyway.
But he doesn't have to. That's what I'm wondering. Like, do your interests change?
I think he wants to, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the way it sounded.
Who the hell would want to?
What a nightmare.
Man. Just scary.
He probably thought that's what the young Philly wanted.
The young Philly wanted.
All right.
We're off the page now.
I was about to say, we're way
man.
off the page now.
Stop while you're ahead.
I don't have enough time to give away some CDs here, Terry. And I got all the callers waiting that didn't get a chance to get on, that wanted to come on, Terry. Well, they can save it for the after show. No,
Yeah.
I got to clear the lines for the after show, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
and only have people that right now are ready to go to www.thetmanshow.com. Punch that up right now because you will be the exclusive listeners of a one and only segment that we like to call the T-Man in the Morning After Show. The radio portion of your broadcast day is now in the books. The after show begins in 30 seconds.
The T-Man Show.
After show begins in T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, yes. Hope you enjoyed the after show. Thanks a lot, then.
No, are we sure it's working again?
I don't know. Terry, how are you on the after show?
I'm good on the after show.
Nice
How are
to
you?
see you here on the after show.
All right.
Got your after show gear on?
I do.
Yes.
Ready to go.
You have another after show story you want to share with us? Anyone who's listening right now, thank you for joining us, by the way, during after show time period here. And, what are we at? Just before 10 o'clock on Great American Gas Out Day. You could dial us up at 1-866-663-T-Man, and maybe an after-show caller is going to win a fine prize this morning. Wow. The prize that I just said I wasn't able to give away on the radio portion of your broadcast day. Now, just for after-show internet listeners, Terry, what story did you keep behind?
It's kind of a sad story, more than kind of.
I don't know if you want to bum out the after-show listeners, Terry.
Well,
they deserve something better than that.
What do you want? Okay, do you want a different story about a clown that was charged with 32 counts of sexual misconduct?
A clown?
Yeah.
It's a sad story, too.
A professional clown.
A professional clown was charged with what now?
32 criminal counts accusing him of sexual assault and domestic violence.
How were they able to find him? Did he leave a big red nose behind at one of the scenes, Terry? Maybe a floppy shoe or something like that?
I think so. He says that you're going after him a little too hard and that he's not as bad as they are.
Stephanie Martinez, she was hanging on from the radio portion of the show, and she is still, I see there on the call board during the after show portion, and she wanted to talk about her boyfriend and the Glamour magazine article, Terry. Do you want to take her call?
Sure.
Stephanie, are you there? Stephanie.
I'm here.
What can we do for you, baby?
I just wanted to talk about...
Now, did you make the transfer? Are you listening right now on the internet? Are you listening to the after show, Stephanie?
No.
You're not. Okay. She's not tuned in through the internet to the after show, but she was still hanging on the line, so... You want to talk about her boyfriend raping her, Terry? I mean, I gotta go.
Wow. All right.
No.
Terry's horrified by these calls. Maybe that's the reason that I'm tempted to take more and more. Yes, go ahead, Stephanie.
I wanted to say about the whole raping fantasy, I think women like it because they're safe and with their boyfriend, and it's not really rape. I don't even think it's really a fantasy.
And that's the exact point. It's not a fantasy. It is a fantasy. It's definitely not a fantasy about rape, though. It's a fantasy about some kind of rough situation that has absolutely not even any close correlation to what it would be like. And luckily, most women will never experience anything like being raped truly against your will by a very dangerous person.
Right.
Thankfully, that will be the case for most of you, where you don't have to ever come across that kind of situation. So these women who are responding to Glamour magazine saying they're fantasizing about being raped, they're the furthest thing from fantasizing that, Terry. And they're all a bunch of frauds, whether it's on the radio show or the after show.
Well, you have the same opinion.
That's right!
Whoa.
Who would have thought?
I'm a consistent man. Now, Stephanie, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Mm-hmm. What do you plan to do with your day?
I'm just about to go to school.
Yeah, where do you go to school?
Healed.
Where?
Healed College.
All right, let me MapQuest it. I'll see you there.
My computer just died. I'm trying to get her.
Is that a deal?
For sure.
If I show up, will you be nice to me?
Of course.
You will?
Mm-hmm.
So if I roll up on you later, like in the middle of, as soon as like you're walking out of a class, and I say, "Hey, Stephanie, it's me. Hey, how you doing? It's T-Man." What is your reaction going to be?
I'll give you a big hug.
Really?
Wow, a big hug.
And then... and then... Did you hang up? Did you hang up on me?
No.
Oh. And then...
And then...
Seriously, I don't think my wife listens to the after show. I don't think she has the interest to punch up
great idea.
Let's get really dirty.
Oh, yeah, baby. 229.
Because let me tell you what I do to you, baby. After you give me that hug, I would throw you up against the wall. All right?
I don't think my boyfriend would like that.
And then I'd start taking off your clothes right in front of your boyfriend.
I'll beat his ass while you're doing that.
I'd use him as an exotic coat hanger.
An exotic.
To hang your clothes on.
Exotic one's nice, though.
Is your boyfriend big? Is your boyfriend, like, big?
Like.
Huh?
He knows I'm joking if he has a gun, right?
He doesn't have the internet.
Yeah, he's not listening to the internet. Okay, let me tell you what I do.
Uh-oh.
I would use him as an exotic coat hanger, but just leave him a big enough peek hole to watch what I'm doing to you.
Take care of that fantasy.
And what I'm doing to you, Stephanie, you can't learn in any college textbook.
Oh, she's...
I bet you can't.
You bet I can't?
No, she says,
you
I bet
can't
you
learn
can't learn it from a...
Oh, you can't? Yeah, that's right, you can't.
Yeah, she's confirming what you...
Well, actually, you can in a certain chapter. But anyway...
Oh, really? What chapter?
Stephanie, we'll continue this at another time, all right?
All right.
All right, you think about what I said.
I will.
All right, baby. Sounds really turned on, Terry.
Maroon wants to know what an exotic coat hanger is.
Her boyfriend.
It's her boyfriend with clothes draped with his girlfriend's clothes draped all over him.
Come on, people, follow along.
From his hook nose to his shoulder, everything. I use every part of his body to hang all the clothing that Stephanie had on. She wears layers, I bet.
Ooh.
A lot of chubby women do it, Terry.
Wow.
Yeah, why is that? It doesn't make you look thinner.
Mm-hmm.
You look stuffed.
You know,
it hides things, though.
Let's discuss that on tomorrow's after show.
Okay.
Why do chubby women opt to wear layer upon layer in 70-degree temperatures like today?
Right.
Tying the sweater around your rump doesn't make it go away. Stop it.
But then again, there are those who don't and like to show their midriffs and muffin tops.
Oh, jeez.
Spandex
Muffin tops are hot.
So, I mean...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be your code word for right now. If the first person would call in and say the code word, the after show, internet-only code words of muffin top, you're going to win a 3-pack of CDs at 1-866-663-T-Man. Let me clear these lines so some people didn't have a chance. Gee, I see you've been holding. What do you want to say real quick?
Yeah. I wanted to say happy birthday to Maria. She turns 21 today.
What city? What city?
San Jose.
Happy birthday to Maria.
Happy birthday.
We do after-show shout-outs, Terry.
You know?
We don't do radio show.
Right.
But for internet listeners, Maria, happy birthday.
So everybody loves a good shout-out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, especially on the after show.
So fun. I do it at home by myself sometimes.
That's right.
Hey, Scott, what's up?
And to my homegirl, Scott.
I'm looking to see who the first caller is at 1-866-663-T-Man. That's going to say the code words, and this caller was the first one to dial on in, because that's what you did today, Terry. You dial. Who's this?
It's Jose.
Jose from where?
San Francisco.
Welcome to the after show, sir.
Thank you.
How's it sounding on the internet this morning? Greatest after show of your life, or what?
Yeah.
Sounded very convincing. And what are the code words for after show listeners only, Jose?
I believe it's muffin top.
Jose, you have just won a 3-pack of CDs.
Wow, nice job.
Now, Jose, if I can make those 3D, those CDs, the 3-pack of, yeah, right, the 3-pack of CDs kind of specialized for you, what artists are you kind of into right now, if I may personalize it for you, sir?
Well, the Mr. Fab CD just came out today. I wondered if I can get that.
We might be able to make that happen for you. What else? Do you have a second choice?
Just throw whatever else in there, man.
Anything that I choose?
Yeah.
You want T-Man selections for CDs 2 and 3?
Yeah.
You don't have anything else that's coming to mind that you may want?
No, I'm trust your judgment, man.
So if I go Neo and you hate Neo and you open up your 3-pack, you're not cursing me out?
No.
What about USA for Africa?
It is the Great American Gas Out, you know.
Yeah,
Jose.
it is.
Are you doing your part on Great American Gas Out Day? I don't think he knows. Okay.
Down the
Jose,
phone.
congratulations.
Good job, Jose.
You have won Olivia Newton-John's greatest hits.
Woohoo!
Right. Both
Magic.
of them?
called.
Along with USA for Africa's We Are the World.
There comes a time.
Oh, first time it's ever played in after-show history, Terry.
Wow.
When the world must come together as one.
Oh, those after-show royalties are really sky high, Terry.
There are people dying.
Well, you got to divvy it up between 90 people, though.
Funny, you know.
Even Dan Aykroyd.
Picture Lionel spending time on this while his daughter was being neglected and turning to heroin.
Ah, damn shame.
Thanks, Lionel. You're taking care of your own kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this morning's after show. And we'll let this music.
I do every voice in my car on the way home. Not well. This guy sounds hot.
We're going to let the after show theme song of the day, for the Great American Gas Out, Terry.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to let it bring the after show home. So we're going to turn off our mics now, and then 6 minutes later, the after show will be over when the song is done.
Nice.
This song just never ends.
I know.
It never ends.
The best part about it.
I'll be home by the time the song ends. Terry. I'll be listening to the after show at home.
You have a lot of people to fit in.
I know they do. Can you name everybody?
I can't name anybody.
Oh.
Who is that? Michael
Diana
something?
Ross.
Oh, it is.
Same person.
Yeah, true.
Well, send him your heart.